Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm the Ranting Monkey. He's Dax O'Ryan. Say hi, Dax.
Hello.
Dax, we have some drama in the air tonight.
Yay for you.
The Andy Warski Tonka Saw fight is officially canceled. There is no blood for the blood god because he's a giant pussy and the only blood he's capable of conjuring is menstrual.
Yeah.
Have you followed the drama today?
Actually, I have for the first time in a long time. I kind of watched it from start to finish.
And it's been glorious. It's been fucking awesome. There were a lot of us who said there is no fucking way Tonka's showing up to this fight.
I knew he wouldn't. I was hoping he would because I really wanted to see it.
I was too. I've said it many times. I wanted to see two people beat the shit out of each other, and this one could have been funny. And unfortunately, it's been canceled, and that has ramifications beyond just us not being able to watch it. There are people who were going to fly out and see this fight. There are people who rented hotel rooms to go see this fight.
Yeah, I mean, granted, they still get to do their little meetups and whatnot. It's not the same thing. You went there to watch someone get their ass kicked.
That is true, and it's to specifically watch these people fight. And as funny as I think it is that it ended up this way, I do feel bad for the people who are going to lose money on this. The people who have these fight tickets. I don't know if the promoters have said yet whether or not they're going to refund those tickets.
I thought about that. That's going to be a rough little bit of time if they got to get refunds sent to them, if they can get refunds sent to them.
But speaking of promotion, real quick, I want to stop for just a second. And guys, we have a friend around here. His name is Bloodwing.
Yeah, we do.
Bloodwing is a good guy, does good content, and he is 3 subs away from 1,000.
Oh, you guys
3 subs away
there. Come on.
There is his YouTube channel. If we could get him above 1,000 in the next couple of minutes, that would be awesome.
You took my job, Monkey.
I apologize. I was
just typing it in, and you were there already with it. How dare you be ready?
I mean, for once, I was prepared. Unlike the start of the show, I was actually prepared for that. Yeah, guys, I do apologize for being late because I started it like I normally do, is like go live now, and I actually meant to schedule this. I asked Dax specifically, hey, what are you doing at 1 a.m.?
He did. Can confirm.
And yeah, so oops, sorry about that. Monkey being professional on Monkey in the Morning again.
You're being yelled at by the bear.
Bear, what's the matter?
He says you don't read your DMs. Well, you do, but you don't reply to him.
I did read my fucking DM. Was I supposed to reply?
Uh-oh. More drama.
There's no question or anything to reply to there.
Is he harassing you?
He seems to be. Functional says, for fuck's sake, Monkey, do you ever sleep? Occasionally. Occasionally. I will sleep after this. I got to get some kind of rest because Little Butt's going to be here tomorrow, and I am so happy, dude. I haven't seen her in like 3 weeks.
Ooh.
3 weeks. And she's my little buddy. I can't wait to see her. She hasn't seen the new headset I got her. She likes to stream. But she takes over my headphones, so I can't hear what's going on. So I got the little headphone hub thing where you can plug several things into it, and I got her these cute little pink earphones with kitty ears on top. I think she'll really like them.
I'm gonna start calling her Josie.
She'll be able to sit here with me and actually stream herself if she wants to. She will probably, if we have time, me and her do a little stream tomorrow because I know she'll like her little headphones.
That's cute. I really am happy that you got that for her.
Yeah, I just wish I'd got it sooner so that we could have got more use out of it because the holidays are over, so they're not coming up as much, but still.
Yeah.
So back to the non-existent fight. Right now, Andy Warski's over on the kill stream with Ralph on Stream Me. And Warski Tonka is on a stream with another dude. I forget his name, but I was watching both of them. I was actually watching Tonka Saw on the kill stream because the kill stream is watching it live and giving commentary as it goes.
Streamception.
Streamception indeed. You bought the same thing iDubbbz's girlfriend uses. Well, cool. I'm raising a little streamer. Well, I'm not. Her mom is, but I'm turning her into one.
You're an enabler.
I'm an enabler. That's what I am. I think it's funny that a lot of people who got very upset with me for calling Tonka a bitch are now running around calling Tonka a bitch. I think that's funny. That makes me laugh.
I mean, I was hoping he'd have some balls and actually just go through it. And people already know I don't like the guy, but come on, man. You're going to come back from this? Are you fucking kidding?
Well, here's the thing. It's always been, at least in my experience on the internet, the moment somebody throws out there, fight me in real life, you know that's a bitch. You know that's a bitch, and you know they're not going to actually step up and fight you. And Tonka actually, he projected that the whole way. The whole way. He's been challenging people to fight here and there. And one day he's on his stream and he is just bitching up a storm about Andy and this fucker. I'll fight this fucker. Why won't he fight me? And Andy's like, you know what? Fuck it. I will fight you.
You will?
Well, that's pretty much what it turned into. And he almost immediately, Tonka started selling this idea to his fans who started just repeating it that Andy put the challenge out there. Andy's the one who said, fight me. And Tonka was just going, all right, I'll go along with it. No, motherfucker, I was there. I fucking heard you, you little lying bitch. Everybody fucking heard you. You had been challenging him, and when he said, yeah, let's do this, you were like, oh, fuck. And Andy's like, fuck it, tell me where to meet. I'll meet you anywhere to beat your ass. And Tonka's like, well, it needs to be in a professional kind of setting, in case somebody gets hurt or. And I've been told that was a vamp thing, and he just kind of went along with it. And he's like, fine, let's set it up. How do we do this? Because Tonka's claimed he's been a promoter, and somehow word got to this female MMA fighter. I forget her name. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't remember. But she's like, I can set this up. I can set it up for you in 5 minutes. And Tonka was like, what? And so yeah, she's like, we can set it up. And Andy's like, yes, let's do it. So they signed it up. And all along the way, you see Tonka dragging his feet all the way up until what has just happened. And this is why in the Tara, yes, thank you. Not Satsu, that's who it was. That's who set it up for him. It gets time. We're getting down to a week before the fight. And in the state of in Tennessee, because they were fighting in Knoxville, blood work has to be in 7 days before a fight. And both of them got an extension. Both of them didn't. Neither of them had their blood in by Friday, which is when they had to have it in. So each of them was granted a 3-day extension to have it in by Monday. And this is where things get really weird. Andy got his in, according to the phone call that was played on the kill stream between Andy and the promoter of Valor Fights. Andy barely got his in under the wire. It was like 15 minutes until it was due. Tonka got his in too. But there was an issue. The name on the blood work didn't match the name that was signed on the contract. And the name, okay, this is where it gets kind of weird. So please bear with me as I explain this. Tonka got a name change.
Legal
Okay?
name change, mind you.
Yeah. And you would expect that the blood work, which was done later than the contract was signed, because the contract was signed way back in, I believe it's like November 18th.
Yeah, like a month after they agreed to start doing this.
Yeah, so you have the contract signed on November 18th. The blood work presumably done within the last week. Well, the blood work has Tonka's original name on it. he signed the contract with his new name, which he didn't get legally until 3 days ago. Are you with me here? He signed the contract with a name he didn't have. The guy he was talking to on the stream just now, and he's probably still talking to him. He asked him, why'd you change your name now? And he's like, well, there were a lot of reasons I changed my name. He goes, yeah, but why now? Why not wait? Wait till it's all over. Because his whole bullshit about why he's doing it. He says there's a lot of reasons. But one of them is that these people found him. That's it. These people found me. They called my mom. Well, you changing your name's not going to stop them from being able to call your mom, man. That phone number's out there. Sorry. She's going to have to change the number if you want that to happen.
Yeah, which, by the way, don't call people's family. If you know what? Somebody, just, deal with them.
I'm with you on that, except there is an exception to that clause. Tonka had Ralph on the Kumite, and he's like, if you know my number, call me. And Ralph's like, I'm not gonna fucking call you. I don't even care. I don't have the number. I know it's out there. Call me. If it's the real number, call me. He said it like 15, 16, 17 times in a row with Ralph. They're going, I don't have the fucking number. So they gave it to a prank call thing. This wasn't it was the kind of thing that you would hear on the radio, a prank call on the radio, that somebody does to their boyfriend or to a family member. So I don't really have a problem with the way that went down. Tonka was daring him to do it. And it wasn't done in any, there was nothing malicious about the call. They didn't give out the number. They didn't mention her real name or anything about him. So, I mean, he literally fucking asked for it. So in that case, I'm with you most of the time. Don't just call somebody's like mom and just like, hey, how you doing today? I know your son.
Well, I mean, didn't they only find hers, or did they find his and it led back to her?
Well, what they did is actually called the place she works, the place where he works too, supposedly. It's a car lot that the family owns. So it's not even like they called her house. And again, I'm not saying that necessarily it's a good thing to do. And if he hadn't have said it so many times in a row, then I'd be like, yeah, don't call. And especially if you listen to it again, it's the kind of shit you would hear on a radio show in the morning. Speaking of radio shows in the morning, welcome to Monkey in the Morning. But he used a name he didn't even have when he signed the contract. And he didn't get that legally changed until like 3 days ago. According to the promoter, it wasn't legally changed until like 3 days ago. And for some reason, Tonka can't get him paperwork to prove that it was legally changed, which is fucking weird. Mm-hmm. That should be, pretty. Oh, here it is. There's the paperwork right here. So yeah, the whole thing is falling through because Tonka had two names when it came time for the blood test. Now, the blood test versus the contract. Now I got to ask you, do you think that is something he did on purpose?
Yes.
I agree. I think that he's been looking for a way out. I honestly thought he was going to go with an injury. I thought he was going to go, I pulled my hamstring. I bent my dick masturbating. I
thought it was going to be a knee thing, to be honest.
Well, see, there's another weird thing. There's so many weird things about the way Tonka's acted on this, and I want to be honest. I've called him a bitch for a long time for a reason. I was calling him a bitch before he started the whole bitch made thing. You guys can go back. It was the day before Christmas 2 years ago. 2 fucking years ago. That's how long I've been pointing out that he's a fucking bitch. So yeah, I was honestly expecting this to be a. I pulled. Well, that was unfortunate.
Okay.
I was refreshing the
then.
screen to see how many subs Bloodwing is at. He's at 999, you guys. But unfortunately, I hit Control R on the wrong window. Hello? Can you guys hear me right now? In chat, can you guys hear me?
Well, you've definitely cut the stream off there for a second there, at least the chat.
Well, I accidentally hit Control R.
Yeah.
I came back. I don't know if you could hear me or not.
They could hear me too, and then I reset the Google Hangout and rejoined it. That was weird.
Cool. Okay, everybody can hear. But yeah, Bloodwing is at 999, guys. We need one more person. Go over there and sub to Bloodwing. Let's get him to 1,000 before the show ends tonight. Hopefully sooner. I am surprised that so many. I'm surprised this fight got as far as it did. That it took him this long. Here's the thing: if you are, let me help you, internet bitches, out for a minute. If you're one of those people who challenges somebody to fight all the time because nobody takes a fucking internet badass seriously, but you keep doing it, and finally somebody goes, "Fine, I'll fucking fight you." All you gotta do is go, "I'm not gonna fucking fight you," and leave it at that. Let it go. Don't build it up to the point where people are actually buying tickets and renting hotel rooms to come see your ass fight and back out then, because that not only makes you you're not just a bitch at that point. You're an asshole. You're an asshole bitch. You're a bitch asshole. I don't even know which way to do that. Asshole bitch. Anyway, you're a Tonka at that point. Thank you so much, Ryan. Bitch, I just pushed him to 1K. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for helping him out. And if you got, and I'm not saying just go over there and sub. Actually, go and watch his stuff. He does good stuff, and he's got a new show he calls Redneck Radio. He's doing a couple times a week. Check him out. Jesse Rowland, thank you. Taco Wustout, yes, he did. That's what I was just asking you about. Do you think he actually did this on purpose? And
fuck yeah!
Damn, that was loud.
Yeah, it was.
How are we doing? Fight's canceled.
I'm disappointed.
So sad.
Oh, you really? So am I, dude. So am I.
I was looking forward to our fucking Saturday thing, and now it's ruined.
Oh, it's ruined. But a lot of people are going to be able to meet up in person. And,
yeah, Eve's still excited. She's going to go meet up with SDA and Poisoning the Well and all that good junk. So she's going to have a good time. So that's good.
So, yeah, some good has come out of this. So, you know.
Tonka's still threatening to go down there to find Andy.
Oh, yeah, of course he is, because you know that's going to happen.
But he's not actually doing it. He's being a little bitch about it, suggesting he might do it, like either do it or don't. And why would you? Okay, I need this explained. When the original thing was Andy going, fine, let's meet somewhere and fight, and you were like, oh, can't do that. Why, after the fight falls through, would you suddenly be willing to do that? Why I'm going to believe you're actually going to go do that? You weak, lying bitch.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Tonka Saw is currently on a channel. Someone just told me how to pronounce the dude's name, but I can't remember. But I'm sad to say, man, like I mildly stuck up for Tonka in these last few months, saying, he's an entertaining guy, blah, blah. He might have a good shot at winning this. And I'm going to have to tell you, the last hour, I've been listening to this dude while I was doing the dishes, and it sounded like he completely just fabricated the whole story to cancel this fight.
Were you watching that stream, or were you watching it through the kill stream?
No, I wasn't watching it through the kill stream. I was actually on the dude's channel.
Yeah, see, I was watching through the kill stream, and I'm listening to him. And the kill stream, that you have the guys talking, which, by the way, when you're watching something like that, please make sure that your audio is normalized, because they had like 5 different voices. One of them sounded like you when you first came in, and then some of them you could barely even hear. Like, Jesus, fuck, I'm trying to listen to this.
Yeah, it was better just to go to the dude's channel. He had like 1,000 people watching. I think maybe 1,100. I had it pulled up, but I had to tap out of it. It got a little too embarrassing,
Yeah, did you? I got out right at the part where the dude asked Tonka. He's like, "Look, you can say no, but there's a lot of people asking to come on here, including Andy." And he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm not a big fan of bringing people on with a guest to like surprise them like that. But what do you think?" And Tonka's like, "Oh, nah, man, I'm not about letting Andy come on here. He's enjoying this." And like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I lasted about 15 minutes after that, and I as a man listening to another man clearly weasel his way out of something, it broke my heart, Fredo. You broke my heart.
Look, with the way it happened, there's no way Tonka meant to do this from the beginning.
I don't know.
He signed a fake name to that document.
I don't know the complete story. We can obviously only go off by what he's saying and a little bit of what Andy's saying, because Andy don't know the truth either.
No, it's not just that. That's the thing. We have most of what I'm saying right here came from the promoter.
Right.
The promoter is the one that said that he signed this new name, this name that he didn't supposedly get changed until 3 days ago on a contract 2 months ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
He never had any intention to go through with it.
No.
Not looking good whatsoever.
Man, what a bitch. Just go look. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. That's all he had to say. I'm not going to fight you. And yeah, you know what? After you've been running around talking about how you'd fight him for so long, that makes you look like a kind of a puss. But at least you haven't gone this far into it, caused people to actually go out of their way. You know, hey, let's make plans. Let's go make a weekend out of this and watch this fight.
Yeah.
How you doing, Bear?
Weaseling your way out of things is an art form that he clearly hasn't mastered at this point in his life.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Good morning.
You guys should start a Discord, all right?
What?
What?
Speaking of Discords, don't you have one of those?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, I wouldn't join it though. It's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I can just hop in mine and complain to everybody about my day. You know, I'm sure people want to hear that. There you go. Join my Discord. And actually, Alex, you know, I trash you a lot. And I always do it to your face. I'd never do it behind your back.
That's true. I try to do it behind your back as much as possible, though.
Well, of course you do, because you won't say it to my face.
Oh, I've always called you a faggot and a kike.
Real quick, Tailed asked, why didn't they just fight in the street? Andy wanted that. That was Andy's like, let's do it. And Tonka was like, no, it's got to be a sanctioned fight.
See, if it happens now, you know what's going to happen is Tonka's just going to have Andy arrested and deported.
Exactly. Actually, on the kill stream, they were talking that because Andy's like, I will just fight him. And they're like, don't do that. You're a foreigner.
Yeah, that's true.
He is. He's not from our country. And two, you don't get yourself arrested for assault.
I always forget that Canada is not a part of the U.S. I mean, like in a weird way, because they sound so much like us, right? They're like our little annoying brothers to the north.
They really are. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like our little retarded brothers to the north. Thank you, Captain Jack. Monkey, what's going on with Andy?
Wait a sec. All hail the glow cloud.
All hail the glow cloud. Andy was supposed to be fighting Tonka. Tonka's found a way to get out of it.
Pretty much. It's looking that way about 99%. Duck Dog in the chat gives me an orange box. He says, at Gutenberg, do they really make the best sausages and the shittiest chocolate in neighboring towns in Pennsylvania? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. We have the best sausages. We have German sausage, Italian sausages, and we have the Hershey plant, which is in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Gutenberg loves the sausages.
That's right. If you go to Pennsylvania, don't forget that Hershey Highway.
Fuck yeah.
Judge Death says, wasn't it you, Ranting Monkey, who called him Tonka Sparkles? Yes, it was.
Glad you remember that. That's one of my favorites.
T-Sparkles.
T-Sparkles, yeah.
T-Sparkle, yep.
I just find it funny that the guy who absolutely hammered me in front of thousands of people for quote-unquote fence sitting suddenly started taking up fence sitting.
You got a point.
It was inevitable. I knew
I don't take sides, internet people. What is it he calls it? Wearing fucking jerseys.
Now
wearing
hold on.
jerseys, joining tribes. He uses both of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you referring to, Alex?
Tonka, obviously.
Yeah, but who are you referring to as far as taking sides? What are you talking about?
Tonka.
Well, he hammered me for not taking sides in fucking drama and shit, and then proceeded to promote the idea of taking fucking sides on many live streams.
Yeah, you remember because Bear's the one who had them all on together, like one of the earliest streams of them all together, where everyone was yelling at each other when Tonka was being a dick to Monkey, just going me every time he talked. That fucking shit pissed me off. I was mad for you.
I wasn't mad. See, that was the thing. I enjoy that. Snub, thank you so much, Monkey. I'd bet on you against Warski. Tonka's a foo. Yeah.
And don't forget, I showed up in the chat. There were several thousand people watching. Him and fucking Failure invited me on. Failure was like, I don't like Bear. I don't know if I like Bear. I don't like Bear. And they dragged me on, criticized me for not taking sides. And they were like, and then Tonka basically challenged me, you know? Will I take somebody on right there and then? And I said, okay. And nobody stepped up to the plate except for one person who agreed to be a devil's advocate.
Tonka over on that stream he's doing right now, I don't know if he's still doing it, but the one that he's been on tonight, he was pulling the internet people thing. I'm not an internet people. I'm not an internet person. Like, bitch, all you do is sit on the internet. You stream more than me. You just do it in one swoop. But no, he's not an internet person. He's never got into the whole tribe thing. Did you guys hear he actually claimed like Mr. Medicare jumped on his stream to suck on his...
Oh, I heard that.
Lovely.
To suck on his audience. Like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Him joining that stream literally helped propel him, Andy, a couple other people like Bearing would pop up and shit. They're the ones that propelled that channel into where it was.
If it wasn't for... Okay, Andy, you had the big blow up with Kraut, and because of that, Medicare got interested in all of this, and he started going on Andy's show.
Well, I got to stop you right there because actually you're a little bit incorrect. It was during the whole Zephynornian thing, and this actually all started on one of Sinatra's very first streams on his channel.
I'm talking about when Internet Blood Sports blew up.
Yes, this is okay. I'm talking about the early days. Maybe I'm getting
I'm talking about what made it, because the Internet Blood Sports for them had been going on for like almost a year. Is that what maybe it was like 6 months by the time that it actually blew into Internet Blood Sports.
Well, actually, it got popular really quick because I started to like the guy. Are you gonna make
me go look?
No, I'm 100%. I can confirm this because I was working third shift. And I would get off work, and Tonka was the only one streaming in the morning. And I specifically remember AP and Ghastly would always hop on their fucking shows, and they would have 30 people watching, 40 people max, maybe 50. Yep. So that was the start of it, and it went from within a month or two between the drama between that Zephynornian and that Liz Reptile girl, and just people kind of popping in to hear some dude yelling at people. It went from like 50 to like 200 concurrent viewers in like 2 weeks, and then it jumped from like 200 to 600 in another 2 weeks, and then it jumped to like 1,000 in a month. It was very, very quick.
I know what Gutenberg's referring to. I do remember
so do
that.
I. And it stayed at about 1,000, and it did. And actually, if you watch, unfortunately, Bitch Boy has all of it hidden now, but he had some ebb and flows depending on what happened. And it never really went above 1,000 until the Kraut thing. And the Kraut thing is where he really blew up.
Right. You're right.
Because with the Kraut thing, as I said, Jim started going on Andy's show. But by this time, Andy had started jumping on the Kumite every morning because he felt so betrayed by the Brain Trust.
And people are always calling for Jim, too. I mean, there'd be a wall of fucking Jims to join.
Andy would jump on there, and then suddenly Jim started jumping on because Andy was there.
Right.
And that is what blew up the Kumite. That is what made it popular.
Yeah.
Thank you, Captain Jack Bear. I'll fight you and Monkey. Okay.
I'll bite you.
Yeah, and I don't fight fair. I mean,
I'd be worried about what Bear would do to you after they knock you out.
Yeah. We'll hump you back to life. But for him to actually suggest that Medicare was getting fucking views from Tonka. That Tonka was helping build up Medicare. Are you out of your fucking mind?
I wonder if he actually believes the garbage he says, because he's got a screw loose somewhere if he does.
Medica's the only fucking channel I've ever seen at his size fucking smash the shit out of a live stream every time he live streams.
Yeah.
Oh,
20,000 people.
Now, listen, he did one of his Sunday shows about 2 months ago, and it happened to run the same time Joe Rogan was running one of his. He had 1,000 more viewers than Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Damn.
Yeah. Rogan has a good audience on YouTube. Most of his audience is on the podcast.
Right.
But yeah, Jim pulls a lot, man. Jim pulls ridiculous numbers on his live streams.
I've never seen anything like it.
Not for a commentary channel, anyway.
No, and it's awesome. Good for him. I just when I heard that Jim was there trying to get Tonka's audience, like, are you drunk?
Jim must make fucking like at least 2 or 3 grand a stream.
Oh yeah.
There's a stream, what was it, 2 months ago that he was like an hour late for or some shit like that. And no. He scheduled it. No, he scheduled it like 90 minutes beforehand. When you schedule it, you can still pop on and chat.
Yep.
I think he made like 3 grand before it started.
He had one like that where he had when he had the problems where he said he got DDoSed, he had scheduled the stream. Everybody showed up. The donations just flew, man. He had to have made easily $2,000-$3,000. And then the stream got canceled. I mean, people just go there and like, here, take my money. If any of you in chat would like to treat me that way, I would love you forever. But yeah, fuck off. Jim was sucking off of you. The only reason you went above 1,000 viewers ever is because of Jim, you dick. Even having Andy on your show, who, by the way, was quite popular at that time, didn't help you as much as having Jim on.
Right. What's been really funny is watching the fans and the crowd in the chat, the viewers actually just like go from hating Andy to liking him to hating him again to liking him all over again. Like the ebb and flow. Like a lot of people hated Andy when he started streaming with the French fuck. Yeah. And now all of a sudden everyone... Yeah, a lot of people on, I guess, the different side of the community started hating him, and now everybody fucking loves him again.
Real quick,
how it works.
Thank you. Nope says nope.
Well, of course.
I want to take this moment to remind you the Ranting Monkey Show is brought to you by the Ranting Monkey.
Gutenberg, you're not in the Irate Alex Discord.
Yeah, I am, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, you're not.
You're in the Bear Discord. I don't know if you're in the Irate Alex one.
Dude, why do you have 2?
Disassociation. You accused me earlier of complaining to my subs earlier, but I don't talk in the in my main Discord.
Dude, quick, time out. Thank you, Johnny Hellcat. I subbed to Tonka because of Jim. A lot of people did.
To the
point you were just making there, Goot, it's amazing to me. There were actually people who used to watch me who stopped watching me because I referred to Kumite viewers as Kumatards.
Right.
And they got very offended at that. How dare you? Tonka's awesome. And like, Tonka's a dick.
Well, I was dude, I've never been one to like, if I like you, I like you. No one's going to change my position, how I think about you. Right.
Sure.
So like, I would be in the Kumite fucking thing in the live chat, talking, bantering back and forth. And then I would hop into your stream and fucking enjoy what was going on over there. I think a lot of people probably did that, but I think a lot of people probably fan voted and just would hop on your live stream just to talk shit.
Well,
so they probably weren't really subscribers to begin with, is what I'm saying.
The Kumite crowd, the Kumatards, they are zealous, very zealous, and you can see that actually in the reactions today by how many people are like, no, that's not what really happened. What's her name? The unapologetic Canadian who's actually started appearing on the Kumite. Vamp, who of course by now I don't know why she's even hanging out with Tonka anymore. But all of them, they're all like, this isn't what happened. And Vamp's like, don't believe the rumors, because the rumor had come out that the fight had been canceled because Tonka didn't didn't do something right.
And yet here we are.
And it was like 2 hours later, we get the official confirmation. It's like, he just made y'all look like assholes, but they will still be there to suck up to him next time.
Yeah, but his audience is like almost next to nothing. How many of those?
It is now.
But yeah, he'll have what 300, 400 viewers maybe. But how many of those people are hate watching or just recording, waiting for someone to fuck up?
Oh, there's a lot of them who are hate watchers.
At least a third are probably hate watching.
I just want to point out that Stacey Dash has nice nipples.
You know, I clicked on a random stream on Stream.me right now, and they're talking about it, the Tonka shit on there.
Well, this is the big drama today, so that's what everybody will be talking about in one segment or another. Because wow, Cog did like a 10-hour stream about it.
Cog feels the most hurt about this because he felt like Tonka was going to be a friend, and then of course he wasn't. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, all right.
Me and Cog don't get along, and it started over Tonka.
Not surprising.
Yeah, because that was back when. I'm going to say some bad things about Cog now. Cog's a dick writer, and
Oof.
when he finds a dick that fits well, he stays on it until it's starting to get raw, and then he'll move on to the next one. And I said something bad about Tonka. He didn't like it, and we haven't gotten along well since.
I honestly don't even know. I'm in his Discord server, but I don't watch a lot of people's content, man.
He and I are cool, but I understand where there are certain things that I don't agree with him on, and I'm with you on that one. He tends to latch a little.
Thank you, Captain Jack. I know you are, but what am I? What am I? What am I? What am I? Because $1 million isn't a sandwich. You know what's a sandwich? A taco.
Agreed.
I want a taco.
I want a taco sandwich.
Ooh,
I pictured Captain Jack over there typing that out.
I don't compliment Gutenberg a lot because he's a shitbag who makes accusations against me with nothing to back it up.
What?
Like me complaining in Discord when he hasn't actually seen me do it. But I like his old people noises.
Huh?
I love that shit.
I thought you were about to say something like really, really complimentary.
Yeah, something profound.
Yeah, like something pretty profound, more profound than that.
No, that's all I have to compliment you on at the moment.
Yeah.
Voltron asks, how did AIU get involved? I'm not real sure. I just know AIU is a big Tonka fan, or he really, really hates Andy, one of the two, and that made him root for Tonka.
Probably the latter.
Well, the best part about that is that about 6 hours before we got confirmation that the fight was canceled, AIU put out a video of Tonka promoting the fight.
Ooh.
He did an interview with him. Yeah.
Oh no.
It's like, ooh, that did not age well.
Oh no.
Like that was a bad choice. And AIU actually released DMs. This was still back when they're like, well, maybe Ralph faked the DMs from the promoter, because that would make fucking sense.
I haven't heard of AIU in like 2 years. Haven't heard anything from him.
He last I saw of him on Twitter, he was getting into it big style with Cog.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what that was about.
Peter says, I don't think AIU hates Andy. Some of his tweets make me think he does.
Yeah, that's what I think.
There was a tweet from early November. You know what? I actually can pull that up. Give me a second. Because somebody sent that to me in DM. Thank you so much. This is from where is it at? November 23rd. And this is another thing that didn't age very well for poor AIU. The dumb, stuttering, low IQ drug addict midget Andy Warski is now scrambling to find a way out of fighting Tonka. He will be beaten down badly. If Tonka loses this fight, I will delete my channel. I'm also taking bets on it. Watch Andy bottom out on January 19th.
So what was the agreement when Tonka bitched out?
There wasn't one.
Oh, of course not.
But I just love that. Warski's scrambling to find a way out. He's been ready to go the whole time.
He looked very pumped about it. He's definitely in shape.
Andy definitely wanted to fight.
Speaking of fighting, James Cully in chat sends me an orange box. He says, I think at Gutenberg would scrap it out if he didn't like you in person. I would actually more than likely avoid someone I didn't like in person.
I can imagine you having like a drinking contest, if anything.
Yeah, like I'm a very I come off as a dick probably on the microphone here, but like
understatement of the fucking century. Right?
In person, I would more than likely want to get along with somebody, but if it went sour, if it went bad real quick, I would not be the aggressor.
Nah, you cuddly.
I'm a cuddly.
Well,
Gutenberg would hit you with a fucking skateboard, is what he'd do.
Yeah, that's why I take a skateboard to these protest events because it's basically a fucking weapon.
I think most guys avoid fights.
Mm-hmm. Don't like pain. Nobody really likes getting hurt.
Nobody wants to get their ass kicked, and you never know what that other guy's going to do. But there does come a time when it's like, look, I'm going to beat your ass.
Right. The problem with me is I'm comfortable in confrontations. I just don't want them. I'm fucking almost 40, dude. What am I gonna do? Beat you up at the bar?
Right.
Park? Yeah. Like, dude, I ain't interested in that. But I love confrontations.
I love fights, man. I love it. And again, that's part of what I didn't care who won. I mean, I really hope Andy did, because again, Tonka is a bitch. But
Monkey is relishing the fuck out of this, by the way. If you haven't,
noticed. Really am, dude. You know how much shit I put up with over this.
No, I starkly remember my stream being invaded, and that left me very fucking angry afterwards.
He was livid. You should have heard him afterwards. He's like,
"Oh, I know."
Oh wait, hold on. Was this when Alex wanted to get into the blood sport game?
No.
He just
this is when Monkey and I had a discussion about blood sports, and then my shit was invaded and hijacked by several different fucking channels.
And I moved somebody out of your chat.
Remember your strongest criticism of me. Stop reading super chats. Just let it happen. Fuck you. It's my channel. What the fuck I like.
Yeah. No. Oh, here we go. No, listen. You and I can pull up the fucking DMs and I'll show them on goddamn fucking stream. Everybody had the idea because we saw how much money fucking Tonka was making to start up a stream and maybe fucking try to cash in on this fucking blood sports thing. Let's not pretend we're not fucking capitalists, okay?
Real quick, nope. Sure. I am older than Goot. Go ahead.
Very much older. Like quite a bit. My phone's blowing up over here. But Alex, you know damn well we wanted to start getting into the fucking blood sports thing.
And I started a soft version of it.
Yep.
Where it would be how it started. I even had awesome custom graphics made for that kind of shit.
Cool.
I only ever held one episode of it.
I know.
But
you wouldn't let the confrontations happen.
The ranting monkey thing was not meant to be what the show I created was.
Yeah, that wasn't what it's supposed to be.
But that was just me and Monkey going at each other.
No, I'm not that stream.
Richo, Monkey, do you really get along with anyone? I get along with all three of the people here.
I was gonna say, I would consider us close enough friends that we know each other's names.
I mean, it's Weebo says, update me while I wait painfully slow public service. The fight was canceled because
Tonka's a bitch, that's why.
Tonka signed the wrong name on the contract.
Specifically, he had a name change, and because he had a name change, it was different from the contract. They're like, no, we can't do this.
No. Time out. The name change was to what was on the contract.
Okay, yeah, right. So it was just a different name change, and it's not what they had down, and he can't do it because that's what the commission says.
Oh, I love you, Poppy. Yeah, the blood work came in under his old name, and canceled. Like no one gets any refunds. Well, there's no reason to refund it because the card is still happening. It's just those two aren't on there anymore.
Right. There's 35 other fighters to consider here. So,
yeah.
Plus, there's the meetups, like we said earlier. So if you had somebody you wanted to go see and talk to, you can still go down there. I know SDA is going down there. So,
and back to, I want to get back to what Bear was saying. Yeah, but that original episode, Gutenberg, that's not at all what it was supposed to be. It was me and Bear talking. Didn't you have like callers calling in?
We did it in the Discord.
Yeah.
And I do remember us going at each other quite aggressively. But no, that's not what it was meant to be. The show that I did do was with Dax and Misa.
I loved it. It was fun.
Free Press of Kyrgyzstan, who now goes by the name Free Press of Golf City, helped me create it. He created all the visuals for it. I had health bars and all that kind of stuff, custom fucking music, everything.
I won.
If you say so.
That's what the health bar says, that I won.
The idea that it wouldn't be drama, that it would be topics that, you know, we sort of agreed upon prior to stream start, and it would be social, political stuff rather than shitty fucking drama that no one gives a fuck about.
Boring.
Shut up,
real quick,
Gutenberg.
check your logic. It's not just because he put the wrong name. He put the wrong name, a name that didn't match the blood test when it came in, and for some reason couldn't get the promoter paperwork showing that he did have a legal name change. So they couldn't have a fight when you can't guarantee that the person fighting is the person who gave that blood test. That's not one. It's not smart. That opens him up to a huge liability if something goes
That's a big
wrong.
legal thing.
Captain Jack, thank you so much. Is Irate Bear an actual bear, or is
Yes.
he the other kind, you know, the big, hairy, gay kind? All hail the glow mighty cloud.
I'm not
The answer is
hairy.
both.
I'm not hairy, but
His ass is hairy. He just won't show us.
Oh man, Twitter is blowing up with this right now.
It's amazing. It's so fun. I've had so much fun watching this all day. Medicare's been having a ball. That's what I've been watching mostly, because I can't watch Andy's stream because his feed, because I'm blocked. But I've been watching Ralph and Mr. Anti-Bully all day, because that shit has been funny. Oh my God, is he actually arguing with the lawyer about the contract? The channel that Tonka's on right now is
He's still on it, huh?
apparently, well, I don't know if he is still now.
Let me check.
From a few minutes ago, at least. It's a lawyer, and Tonka's apparently arguing with him about the contract.
Dumbass.
What an idiot.
Oh, Andy's on now. I don't know if Tonka's on with him or not.
Oh, I wonder if Tonka left and oh, James says Merry Christmas to Ranting Monkey. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Let's see. About to do a round of changing diapers. I'll try and find my headphones.
Well, just
Good
for
luck.
Tonka's too, please.
Yeah. So, Bear, what do you think about the fight being canceled, man?
It's a bit sad, really. As you know, I don't have a dog in the fight. Never really cared about the fucking thing in the first place. But I do feel bad for the people who, you know, had booked flights, hotels, that kind of stuff, who are probably going to miss out on it now, you know?
That reminds me of what was that? The Kilroy. There's the same shit that Kilroy happened. It's like all these things are built up and now it's fucked.
Well, see, at least with Kilroy, I mean, they still had the event. And if you got your tickets and everything, you might not have seen the people you wanted to see, but at least you were going to a resort. It was a nice place. Go hang out in the sun. This is fucking Knoxville in fucking winter. Captain Jack, again, thank you so much. I got to go. Steve Carlsberg is back home, and I want to stand behind him in the mirror when he bends down to wash his face.
Ew.
His shrieks are the funniest. Okay. You do you, sir. And James said he was saying Merry Christmas because the drama fairy had blessed me.
Serek or Kerrick, I'm still unsure how to pronounce your name.
Sarah.
Serek.
Who? Who the fuck are you looking at?
Just let it happen.
Oh,
how you feeling today, Alex? Can't tell if you're feeling down or if you're just tired. I am neither. I've just been awake since like 4:30 this morning, and my voice is naturally deeper at this time of day.
my voice has finally come back. My voice has been having problems since last night, and it finally feels right again.
I was having a ranting monkey day yesterday. Words, I'm not sure what they were. We did Redneck Radio on Bloodwing's channel last night. That he now does Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, guys, from 2:30 Eastern, which you should also go check out and go subscribe to him. I'm sure Dax will share his channel in the chat. So we just got over 1,000 subscribers, and I tried to read a couple of articles, and I think one of them I just kept saying foreign. Look,
there's times that those names come up, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so I don't even try because I don't want to fuck up somebody's name, and I'm lazy. And it works out well for me.
You fell down the stairs, Bear. Unlike Monkey, I don't fall downstairs. I fall up them.
Dude, I had one of my last fall that I had was the one where I was going upstairs and fell down them. Normally I fall down going down, or I do fall up going up. But yeah, I actually rolled down like the last 3/4 of the fucking stairs. That's the only one that's actually scared me.
Snub says, I bet Matt is jizzing himself over Tonka's failures. No, it's not jazzing, but jizzing made more sense.
You know what's funny though? Over on the kill stream, they're like, this is as bad as Matt. I mean, Matt has become the
benchmark.
Benchmark, yes, exactly. Like, oh my god, poor bastard. And Keem even said, you know, I'm starting to feel bad for Matt.
But no, the last time I fell down the stairs, Monkey, I fell from about, I don't know, a couple of steps from the top. And as I fell, I managed to grab hold of the railings and sort of managed to hang there for a moment before, you know, establishing myself back on the steps. Fucking hurt, dude. It would have been preferable to just to smash the floor.
Jar Jar Binks, yes, I have fallen up the stairs many times.
We have somebody named Jar Jar Binks. I love it.
Yeah, it's SJ Jar Jar Binks. I skip the SJ because I do that with some names. It's just easier to do. It's me being lazy again.
It's Kerrick.
Yeah, isn't it Kerrick?
Kerrick. Reject says, "I remember what time did Minions need to stream so we can get you on to talk with us? Preferably in the daytime." Because time zones are annoying.
Real quick, Jar Jar says Monday Matt equals mundane biznatch. Matt has made a lot of mistakes. I don't know if his channel, his career will ever recover. But deep down, I don't think he's a bad guy. I think that the hate got to him. I understand that. I think he should have just ignored it. Stop paying attention to it. Why do you? I don't care what somebody else says about me. I really fucking don't. So I don't get that mentality, but I know people like that, I guess. Functional. Yeah, you know what? And Matt, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but I have to. You're dumb, not malicious. You were dumb.
Matt, if you're listening, I didn't like you before it was cool.
He's your Tonka, or you know, as my Tonka. Snubber, thank you. Mundane Matt versus Tonka. Winner regains some dignity. Snub says he's kind of a narcissist. Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
aren't we all?
I'm Matt fucked up, but here's the thing. I wonder if he was just some rando, would anybody care? I mean, it's just because I mean, so many people hate him that became the thing to do. Listening to Rikita Law's channel still. Tonka's still on. Andy's DMing Nick. It's more confusing than before. Wow. I thought Goot, before he disappeared, suddenly said that Andy was on. Yeah, so the fight's not happening, and that makes me sad. Can Tonka recover from this, do you think?
Nope.
I think it's possible for any YouTuber to recover. It just takes a matter of time and some stratagem, I think.
Well, what about especially Tonka specifically, especially as he goes in on this, I'm not an internet person, and I'm not part of these tribes. I'm not wearing their jersey.
If he starts all over again in a different genre, absolutely. You know, and I think anybody can. Even Matt could. You know,
fair enough.
You know, if he started a new channel, different genre, made content that was far removed from what he's in right now, yeah, anyone can do that.
Thank you, Johnny Hellcat. How should we spam the chat? Whose chat are we spamming? I have no idea who Tonka is. He's Tonka Saw. He was the Kumite leader and pretty much the inventor of internet blood sports as it is now. He's, despite what everybody claims, the term internet blood sport has actually been around for like a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Long time.
I think Andy was that Andy. Somebody told me in an argument, Andy coined that phrase, and I actually screenshotted him where it came from. Yeah, if you guys want to go over there and call him T Sparkle, I don't care. Because I call him that. I'm not saying anything here that I haven't or wouldn't say to his face. Mr. Dax, thank you. My guess, Tonka will pull a kraut. He'll wait for 3 or 4 months and start telling stories how he beat Andy in a fight that totally happened. Thank you for the donation.
Fuck you, Fifi says anyone bear. What about Shives? The thing is with Shives is that he's so ideologically driven.
Yeah.
That yeah, he could, but he's not. He won't. He's not gonna like. He's not gonna.
Well, I think when it comes to Tonka, have you been watching the Kumite recently?
Me?
Yeah. Anyway, either of you?
No, I don't watch any of that shit anymore. Like,
well, you know me, and you know how I am.
I know how you are, Monkey.
I watch from time to time, and the other day he actually just left his stream for like 20 minutes. Just left it empty. People have been making fun of him for dead air.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's true. He has a lot of streams where there's just dead air all over the fucking place. So he goes, they want dead. Okay, fine, dead air. And he just fucking leaves for like 20 minutes. I'm like, who fucking does that?
I remember he used to do that when it was at its height of popularity, but he could get away with it because he had that many people on all arguing with each other.
Sure. I mean, but
that 12-hour live stream with fucking Destiny and Brittany Venti and everybody else comes to fucking mind. That was a long ass stream.
Yeah, but see, this wasn't him him leaving so other people could talk. Nobody was on the channel. It was just dead air. And then he showed back up doing Tommy C's stream. You know, I do have to.
Tommy C's backing him up as well. I like Tommy C.
I don't really have an opinion on Tommy. I haven't watched enough of him to form one. But I will say this: him and Keemstar had $100 bet on this fight.
And yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I did see that.
Technically, the fight didn't happen. There is no winner or loser, but he still paid that debt. He honored the bet, and that's cool. He's like, yep, it's Tonka's fault, so that's a loss.
That's because Tommy's a good boy.
Thank you, Snubber. They blocked me after the 3rd T Sparkle.
So happy.
Oh my god.
God, they're such losers.
Yeah. Well, the channel that this is on, I'm not real familiar with the guy. Apparently the kill stream guys all talk about what a nice guy he is, and
yeah,
they like him. I'm not familiar with whether he bans people for T Sparkle. That's funny. Oh well.
Where is this happening right now?
Does anybody have the name of the channel? Or Snub, can you throw the link in the what's this called here? Chat. Oh, Monkey, they just started the AIU quote. Yeah, there's so many things. Tonka has put his foot in his mouth so many times. He claimed another weird claim. He claimed that there was an agreement that there would be no elbows or knees. And
but it's an MMA fight.
Well, yeah, and this is something that Andy got the promoter to talk about too. He's like, okay, but while I have you on the phone, he goes, was there any stipulation made by me or requested by me to have nothing to do with knees and elbows? And he's like, no. So this lawyer guy asked Tonka about it, and Tonka's like, oh, well, it wasn't really part of the thing. Andy just kind of mentioned it, and I was like, sure, I'll do whatever it takes to get this fight to happen. Like, bitch, are you serious? And Andy's like, fuck it, play the audio, because apparently he's got it on audio.
I need to listen to this back in a second.
Yeah, have fun. A long time ago, Shives was caught masturbating off to the side of his stream when things got too political. Is that true?
Wouldn't surprise me.
I've never heard that before. Polly says Nick Rikita is brilliant. Again, I don't know much about him. I just what I saw. That's the guy who's interviewing Tonka. And it was weird listening to it. Because I actually got to hear Tonka talking about how people were just siphoning off of him. Like, really, motherfucker? They all made you. And the reason that you have problems now is because you decided to be a dick to all of them. Because for some reason you guys can't have disagreements like humans. Thank you for throwing the link in there. That's the link to where he's being interviewed right now. And look, guys, if you want to go watch that, I understand that's probably more interesting than what's going on right here.
It's so quiet.
Who, them?
Yeah.
It was very it was interesting how polite it was. I don't think anybody can recover from this. You can't punk out. You know,
no one's gonna take him seriously like he did, like he ever was. But you know, nobody with any credibility, anyway.
At this point, it's far better to go in there and take an ass whipping than to punk out.
Yeah,
it just is.
I'd even have a modicum of respect for him if he went in there, just took the licks and went home.
Yeah, you step up to another man to fight. I have respect for you, at least a little bit, because that's not easy to do. Stepping up to somebody knowing you could get your ass beat, that is not easy to do. And look, at least, I mean, okay, he said he wanted to fight, he fought. All right, he lost, big deal. He still got fans defending him, and he'll recover somewhat. The reason I doubt the whole recovery for Tonka here, one, it is a big bitch out. Two, some of the names that are enjoying this, let's put it that way, are really big. I mean, you got Keemstar over there watching this shit. You have Medicare over there watching this. If you think this is the end of it, it's only just begun.
Yeah, it's not going to be good for Tonka. And honestly, mate, I don't fucking care. Like the fucking whole blood sports thing that ended ages ago. I don't have a fucking dog in the fight, but he's about to be fucking fisted by the entire internet, and it's not going to end well for him.
I enjoy this. I think this is
I know that you do. I wouldn't be surprised if you told me that you had a massive erection right now, Ranting Monkey.
No, I took care of that a little while ago.
Thanks a lot for us to get on stream today.
He's ready to go again. His recovery time has been improved dramatically by the current situation.
Got one of them 4-hour hard-ons that I'm supposed to see a doctor for. Here's why I don't think he's going to recover. And it's not even this really. This is big. This is huge. This would be hard to overcome anyway. But watching the Kumite lately, it's just been so bad. So bad. Thank you, Johnny Hellcat. AIU started douching, and I'd rather be here. Oh, is AIU on with them?
AIU's in the chat.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
The Kumite recently has been. It's only been interesting when they've been talking about the fight, and even then, it's like it's bad, and there's no heart to it. I mean, it's. You guys know I love my drama, and it's. I turned on. It's like this is boring as fuck. Kumite has around 300 viewers nowadays, right? I couldn't tell you. I don't watch
when I last saw, and that was a while ago. So
I don't watch the actual. I don't see the view counter, and I don't pay attention to it.
I don't watch people I don't like, so I mean that would make sense.
My name is Tommy. Settle the fuck down, mate. But
Who settled down?
I don't settle down. Magog, how you doing, my friend? He says, "What fresh hell is this?" It's the internet drama of the day, my friend. It's so bad.
Who the fuck said that?
What?
Settle down.
Settle down, yeah.
That was Richo told me to settle the fuck down.
Oh, he's Australian. Don't pay him no mind.
Oh, I'm not hyper. I would have been more hyper if they'd fought and he got knocked the fuck out. That might actually give me a hard on. I'd be like,
it's not a good position to be in. It really isn't. You know, if Metakar turned his fucking gaze upon you, you're fucked. Like you're not gonna win.
As this happened today, my first thought was of the Kraut series that Metakar did. If Metakar decided to do a from the beginning video all the way up through Tonka's fall tonight, it would be both devastating and funny. Tonka didn't nut up, so he better shut up. That ain't gonna happen. He's already talking shit still. He's already talking about how it's people who talk shit about me, and it's people who just don't like me. He says, "Oh, you guys are talking about things that I don't really care about." I get it, man. I know a lot of people aren't into the drama. I love drama.
This is what we're talking about today. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, I'm not really into it as such. I like streaming with you guys, so I guess I'm forced to talk about it.
That's right. You got to talk about it now, bitch.
I've been up since fucking 4:30, so yes, I'm just shushing and letting it happen to me.
That's right.
That's the modicum of the show. Just, let it happen.
I got to make that shirt, man.
I just bought a shirt. I don't have to buy a new one.
Get on it. And a mug.
BG, you're not exactly wrong. He says, with your meds, you couldn't even tell if you had a hard on without looking. I could, and that's the hard part of the medicine. Hard and the fun. Is I can feel I have a hard on. I just can't feel the outside of it. You ever have one of those boners you just can't get rid of?
Yeah. Usually one that I wake up with.
Yeah, it's like that. Except you can't do it. Literally can't do anything to fix it.
I mean,
great.
You can get up and try fapping, but sensitivity is not great first thing in the morning.
Real quick, Medicare. Magog, would you rather me talk about my dick than the fight?
Oh no. No.
T Sparkle is blaming Andy for the fight canceled. Yes, go that way, T Sparkle.
Where is Joy?
Joy just came back. What did she come back with?
60 videos on the fight, or
no.
Don't get it twisted, by the way. I love Joy.
Me and Joy don't necessarily get along. She got mad because I was, quote, talking shit about her.
Oh, I saw in the chat. I was watching. I remember that. She was going mad in the fucking chat.
Yeah. I was it in one of her I was in one of her streams one night. I was in there in her chat just talking mad shit, and she's like, "You want to come on?" I'm like, "No, I'm having fun where I am." Like, there's nothing we're gonna say to each other that's gonna make this better.
I feel like you two would be a good pairing, man, because like she loves the drama, you love the drama. She loves talking about it, you love talking about it. It's a fucking match made in heaven, isn't it?
I don't understand why people don't like it more.
What, the drama?
Yeah, the drama.
People love the drama. That's why drama has so many fucking subscribers.
Yeah, okay.
They just don't like to be in it.
Well, no, see, there are a ton of people. Type 1 in chat if you don't give a shit about drama on YouTube.
I verbally type 1 in chat.
Now, as we
Max
watch,
loves drama. He just doesn't like the same kind of drama that you
well, see, that's what gets me. People will pay all kinds of money to go watch drama. If you don't think you like drama, take a look at the last 10 movies you've watched.
Most of them are action movies,
which have drama.
Not a lot of drama, a lot of killing.
What do you mean not a lot of drama? What are they killing over? Even
Nothing,
that
really.
retarded fucking movie, John Wick, had drama.
Oh, I like John Wick. Fuck you.
Look, hang on. I love John Wick, but that is a dumb fucking movie.
We talked about this.
It's a dumb fucking movie.
You think that he went to go kill people just because of the dog?
He did.
He did it.
They killed his dog.
Yes.
So he had to go kill half a city.
No, they took the last remaining. We talked about this. We're talking about Tonka drama today. We'll talk about movie drama later.
All I'm saying is that people actually like drama. There are people who will go to work the day after a Game of Thrones and talk to everybody they see there about that episode. They'll do the same with The Walking Dead. They'll do it with all kinds of fake drama, but real drama, they're like, no, I don't fuck with that. Like, why not? It's free drama.
It's not the same thing, though, to be fair.
It is.
It's not. Well, one's reality drama, the other's fucking, manufactured.
They're both manufactured.
No.
Not in the same ways.
Not in the same way, dude. I mean, yeah, there is a lot of manufactured bullshit drama on YouTube where creators will legitimately like get in DMs with each other and suggest starting a big fight for views and subs and stuff. But in our genre, in this quarter of YouTube, drama gets fucking too messy, man. People end up getting fucking doxxed and shit. That's not good.
Yeah, I don't like internet drama because it usually can end up with real people losing real jobs, real opportunities because of some opinion.
Yeah, like swatting, for example.
Yeah, their lives,
I like drama because I find it funny.
I mean, you can giggle about it. I giggle about it once in a while, but I don't actively pursue it.
I don't know that I actively pursue it, but once I find it, I latch onto it and ride it until it's done.
I usually ask you or Bear what's going on with drama because I'm really not looking for it.
Yeah, I ain't fucking looking for it half the time. Just usually lands in my fucking lap. I'm like, for fuck's sake, like.
I can make an underage joke there, but I won't.
Polly says, I agree people like drama, but isn't there a point where certain petty drama gets stupid? Sure, absolutely. The point where you were scheduling a fucking MMA fight with another YouTuber, the drama.
You're way past the point there.
It is just stupid. But here's the thing. I like stupid too. Whether it's comedy or drama, once it gets stupid, I'm like, yes, this is me. I want this. Bring it to me.
Fucking Monkey's like, this is a good opportunity for me to sit down in my pants, drinking fucking ranch and spraying fucking cheese into his mouth.
Exactly. I'd watch that. Or do that. And that's the thing. I mean, I get that some people don't like this. I think more people like it than they're willing to admit it. Thank you, Johnny Hellcat. It's ridiculous to think that John Wick's story wasn't simple. Killed dog equals 90% of New York and New Jersey dies. Still loved it and can't wait for part 3. Look, exactly.
No, just great.
Hang on, let it happen. Shh, let it happen. I love the movie. I do. But that is a dumb reason to kill that many people.
It's not the reason.
What's the reason?
It was not.
I mean, if he's massacring like the voters in New York, that's not a bad thing.
Dax.
Yes.
Right before John Wick kills all those people, who dies?
Are we talking like 5 minutes or like a month?
On screen.
His hopes and dreams.
The puppy.
And who gave him the puppy?
That don't matter.
Yes, it does matter. That's the whole central conflict.
That don't matter.
I don't know why Dax bothers arguing with you at this point, Monkey.
I know I'm right. So why would you argue with somebody who's right?
But you're not.
See what I mean?
Ryan Walter says John Wick Part 3. John gets a monkey. Monkey gets killed. John Wick kills everyone in the end. Yeah, you know what? Now that is worth killing over.
He's stupid.
Do you think he would have killed everybody if it was a cat?
Yes.
What if it was a goldfish?
Wouldn't matter.
So you'd think it was a good story if his wife had given him a goldfish, and the bad guys come in and shoot it, and then he kills everybody.
Not the point.
What do you mean, not the point?
The point was not the fact that it was a puppy. It was the fact that it was the last thing his wife gave to him to give him hope to live a good life and move on, even though she won't be there anymore. And they took it from him over some petty bullshit. Granted, he overacted like a motherfucker, but still.
That's my point. He killed a bunch of people over a damn dog getting killed.
Yeah, well, to be fair, that the kid should have known who he was. I mean, there's some big plot holes.
There are a lot of big plot holes, but again, I like this movie. I want to point that out. It's dumb.
Monkey's trying to say that he likes dumb. You went a long way around to say that you like dumb there, Monkey.
Yeah.
I said I like stupid just a little bit ago.
But to reiterate your point, you went pretty far for it.
But that's because I have to, because y'all argue with me when I'm right.
But
I wasn't arguing with you.
I didn't say you were arguing this time, but you do argue with me when I'm right.
No, I argue with you when you're catastrophically wrong.
Oh, and his car, which was important to him, by the way.
You guys are watching internet drama happen right here. When have I been catastrophic?
This isn't drama, Monkey.
This is drama.
Oh, it's about to turn into drama. Fuck you guys.
Define drama.
We're getting in the octagon over this shit.
Fine.
I would love to fight you over this.
By the way, I will headbutt you. Just FYI.
You want to fight in real life? Let's sign up for an MMA thing, you and I.
There's a difference between dumb and stupid. That's okay. I like them both.
Dax wants to fight. I'll headbutt you as well, Dax.
No, you just bite my ankles.
The majority of the stuff I read on Twitter is because I'm following people I think are fucking stupid. I really do.
That's true.
I agree, Void Horizon. Kick the cripple.
That ain't nice. What incident broke your trust with the left? What's going on?
Something about disagreeing with him over cereal and soup or something. I don't know.
Cereal is soup.
That ranting monkey ended up massacring half a city.
Cereal is
science. You come into my home and you steal my Cocoa Pebbles, I will shoot everybody. John Wick killed Russians for interfering in the 2016 election.
The dog was just a metaphor.
The dog represents Hillary. Oh my God.
The dog is Hillary.
Wow.
Rico, if you're going to tag me in the chat, do it properly. It's not just at irate, it's at irate bear if you want the little orange box to appear.
Actually,
not being rude, mate, but ask hi, I think I'm real. No, I'm not asking hi, I think I'm real for fucking anything.
You don't have to put the @ sign there.
He doesn't have to either. He can just write my name.
Right. What was the ask hi, I think I'm real thing?
Oh, the difference between drama online and real drama. You know, if I want advice from a child, I will go and ask him for something.
Real quick, thank you, Johnny Hellcat. How did this start? John Wick's dog. Exactly.
Did not.
Shh, just let it happen.
Technically, it started at the gas station.
I do think, I saw a Twitter video of Reels the other day where he's giving advice. And I don't have a problem with Reel, but it does make me laugh when exceptionally young people give advice.
Mm-hmm. When you've got the same level as life experience as I do, then you can try and give me advice.
Yep. And that's not to say that somebody that's 20 doesn't have anything meaningful to say, but yeah, I'm gonna take my advice from people who've lived. If you want really good advice, go out there and find somebody who's like missing an eye, half a foot, one of their arms. They got scars all over their body. That motherfucker's been through some stuff. Ask him. Ask him.
Yeah.
What about Two Girls, One Stream? I love the girls, and I've laughed at some of their advice because you're 20. I mean, fuck.
When you've seen the things that I've seen, when you've done the things that I've done, then you can come back to me on that shit.
Yeah, when you got the same kind of syphilis, let them know.
Yeah,
and that's not me being like condescending or anything like that. It's just I have traveled around the world. I've met all kinds of different fucking people. You know, I've been bloody. I've had fights with people. I've done fucking drugs. I've barebacked fucking prostitutes in Brazil. Come back to me when you have my life experience, mate.
Prospero says, then I could advise the fuck out of all three of you. You could, Prospero, if you weren't a woman. Thank you, Voltron. Look into kratom one day. It has saved countless lives as an opioid replacement. DEA and FDA, at the behest of Big Pharma, are trying to get it banned. I'm not really. I am looking for something to help the pain. I'll look into it. And again, guys, I appreciate all the suggestions. I really do. For me,
that's why Monkey's a dick, by the way.
Why's that?
Just that cutaway there.
What'd I do?
I like your little hit and runs that you do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, of course you don't.
I
Prospero's gonna come and kick you, dude.
I know she is. I don't mind. That's the relationship we have.
It's abusive, but it works.
It is. Her kicking me is abusive. That ain't right. How dare she? Ranting Monkey, nice one. Now Prospero is going to kill 90% of the city. Hey, I didn't do it. I didn't touch your dog. Oh, let's see. There was something I was going to talk about and I forgot. We've gotten away from the original topic. So if any of you guys have any questions about the fight and everything, feel free to ask them. But we're moving on because that's what we do around here. I do love the dramas, but there's only so much you can talk about a specific instance. You know, if we were going through the whole thing from start to finish, that could be like 5 days worth of streams. But there's only so many times you can go, Tonka's a bitch. And, well, Tonka's a bitch. Got it out of the way. Bear, why are you awake so much, man?
My body likes to fuck with me.
Is it still the restless leg thing?
No, it's not that, man. Like the other night, I slept for 2 hours, and then my body was like, that'll do you. That's super chat.
Thank you, Prospero. You son of a gun. Love you, fucker. I love you too, sweetie. Thank you so much.
You know, and then I had a couple of nights of good sleep, and then I slept for fucking hell. I only slept for about 3.5 hours. And my body was like, nah, fam, it's time to get up, innit? You got shit to do. I'm like, yeah, I could get up and I could start writing these 2 videos that I want to do. Or I could see what Ranting Monkey's doing and go on his stream and moan at him.
That's always a good thing to do.
Good times.
Yeah.
Grim says, who the fuck is Tonka and why does he matter? Well, let's start with the second part of your question. He doesn't. The first part of the question is he's a YouTuber who challenged Andy Warski to a fight. They agreed to it. They were supposed to have an MMA fight, and he bitched out. Any news on the spine surgery you're looking into? Fuck! Don't tell Scribe. I still need to do that. Well,
but God, yes, Tonka backed out. Just long story short.
Was it a technical thing? Okay, real quick. Here's the rundown again. On November 18th-ish, well, November 18th is when Andy signed his contract. So sometime around there, Tonka signed his contract as well. Jump forward to Monday, where the blood test got turned in. Tonka's blood test came in with a different name than what he signed on the contract. The thing is, the blood test came in his real name, and he signed the contract with a name that he didn't get legally until 3 days ago. So he signed the contract.
Applied for legally, I think.
Applied for, yeah, because if he would have had the paperwork to prove that those 2 names were the same person, they could have had the fight. But the blood work and the contract are signed in different names, so legally they can't for obvious reasons, I should think they can't have the fight. Bear, what'd you just say? Damn it.
You know, after you ejaculate, it usually makes you tired.
Indeed.
Well, after I ejaculate, it wakes me up and I get really hungry.
You know, I've never been one of those guys who after sex falls asleep.
Yeah.
It wakes me up and I go around and do whatever needs done. Now, puts Lady Monkey right out because I got skills.
I get in the mood for a cheese chicken toasty after sex.
That's a very specific thing.
It's fucking tasty, dude. I mean, I like chicken. I mean, shocker, a bit of black in me. I imagine my shock, right? And cheese, and we all know how much I like cheese.
So there's never been a day where you've had sex and afterwards you're like, right, I need some wings.
I mean, I've eaten other things after sex before, but
you have a specific like.
yeah, I like a chicken cheese toasty after sex.
All right,
bit of ketchup.
all right.
Nice refreshing juice. You are a woman, I read. But no, it's just that my body does opposite things to what it should do. Like when I take certain medications, my body tends to reject them a lot. So it's just how my body is. Like I go to bed, my body's like, nah, mate, not today, dickhead.
Dax, can you toss Polly the link?
Yes.
There's some hate speech in the chat that I need to purge.
Take care of it, man.
There we go. It's now removed. It's fine.
Oh, Mr. Dax, were you being mean to Bear again?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Bear, what's a toasty?
A toasty? You never see you don't have toasty machines in America?
I know what you're talking about. Ryan Walters asked.
A toasty is when you put 2 pieces of bread in a toasty machine. You put whatever filler that you'd like to put in it, and then you clamp. It's basically like a George Foreman machine, but for bread.
It's a sandwich maker over here.
Yeah, but it toasts it. So
It's a sandwich maker.
It's a sandwich. We call it a sandwich maker. I just like letting you go through the whole long thing before just explaining to them in English.
I just did.
Well, kind of.
What do you mean, well, kind of?
Chaos, did you mean that for me or for Monkey? What's going on?
It's not the same as a panini. It's not the same as a panini.
No, it's not a panini. A sandwich maker, an actual sandwich maker. They're different things. Look it up.
No, you're all wrong in the chat. All of you. Except for Ebony.
Remember colonials, Britain has more styles of cheese than France. I didn't know that.
That's because you have spray. Well, actually, no, they also have spray cheese, which I find strange about the French, actually. You think they'd have a bit more appreciation for the culinary arts, but no, they have fucking spray cheese as well.
I think that's directed at you, what Dorky just said.
What did Dorky say? The pom. she keeps calling me a pom, but she's a criminal, so she can't really speak.
Mr. Dax says sandwich maker. You mean a woman?
Yes.
I've always found that when I go to Subway and there's a woman behind the counter, the sandwich is better than when there's a man there. That might just be coincidental.
Viper knows where it's at. Viper knows where it's at right now.
I'm not saying that women make better sandwiches, but women make better sandwiches.
I mean, I'd like a grilled sandwich.
We are talking about sandwiches. We got to talk about something else, man.
It's not a panini.
They're making a new Ghostbusters film.
Already?
Is it full of females?
No, they're actually going back to the original timeline.
Are they?
Yeah. Ivan Reitman's son, I forget his name, is going to be directing it, or he helped write it, and they tapped him to direct it. Apparently.
Wait, who wrote it?
Ivan Reitman's son.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that.
Yeah, so instead of that horrible remake,
Answer the call.
Yeah.
Fucking faggots.
They're going to pretend that shit never happened and just go back to the original universe. But they're setting it in modern day, so they're not going to like pretend the old guys are still there. So it'll be interesting to see how they do it. They're just going to bring in a new cast. Basically the same thing they did in 2016, but hopefully without fucking it all up.
But without women.
So wait, is it a reboot or is it a remake?
Or a sequel?
It's a sequel.
Okay, so the stuff in the 80s and it happened. It's just there hasn't been anything big since then, and people have started to forget. But that sort of thing.
I'm guessing because they haven't released anything about the story yet. So we did have the Spider-Man trailer drop, and holy fuck, that looks horrible.
I also saw the trailer.
I don't like their version of MJ. That's my biggest problem thus far. But Mysterio's a bad guy. I'm not actually disappointed.
I don't mind Mysterio as a bad guy. I just hate this. There's no other way to say it. Gay little Spider-Man they have.
You don't like Tom Holland?
No, I don't.
Huh. I think he's okay.
Monkey doesn't like any Marvel movies from everything.
No, I like most Marvel movies. I don't like any of the Spider-Man movies because they fucked them up every time they've done them. And I understand. I understand they have to change some things. But here's they have an enormous amount of very good source material, and instead they get it and go, let's see how Hollywood we can make this movie because, well, we have to sell tickets.
Are you referring to the overuse of CG?
Not just that. I mean, like in the original trilogy, they jumped straight to Mary Jane, and they haven't gotten Mary Jane right in any of the movies. Thank you, Frosty Glass. Ghostbusters 2016, aka Ghost Sandwich Makers. But then they get to this new one, and I would kill for a fucking Spider-Man movie where somebody doesn't figure out who Spider-Man is.
Is that all?
No, that's a start.
I feel like you have a very high bar. I mean, they've rebooted the series 3 times now.
How is that a high bar? Nobody in the universe found out who Spider-Man was until Mary Jane did.
I wasn't saying that specifically was a high bar. I mean, I've heard you just moan about Spider-Man enough to know that there's a very high bar for you.
No, it's not a very high bar. How about just make him like he is in the fucking comics?
It's a matter of consistency. I'm kind of with Monkey on most of that.
You're taking his name.
What do you need? What do you need?
How about
Okay, you go ahead, and then I'll complain if I find things I don't agree with.
Sure. How about if you're going to start with the origin story, which you don't have to do because everybody knows who fucking Spider-Man is. But let's say that's what you're doing. Then he's a 10th grader when we meet him. Not this new kid who's what, 4?
He's 16. I believe. Or at least it wasn't the first movie, I'm fairly certain, but yeah.
He's bullied at school. The whole Spider-Man thing is him getting to go out and take care of that. But no matter how much he wins, he loses. Whether he's paying for it in real life that he went out and saved the world, or whether his real life is causing him to end up getting his ass whipped when he shouldn't. Actually, Osborn found out before MJ. That's why Gwen died. Okay, fair enough.
See, that's a fan who should have been involved in the writing.
But you know who didn't find out the first time they got together? The Vulture, or Doc Ock, or pretty much at this point, Spider-Man might as well not even wear a fucking mask.
I think it's because they wanted to get capture somebody close to Peter, so he'd have a reason to go after them more and create some false drama.
Bullshit Hollywood thing.
Yeah, I disagree with it completely. There's no reason that they had to know who he was or go after. It was, in the comics, it's coincidental that they capture Mary Jane or Aunt May or anybody else he knows and loves. Yeah, it's kind of tacky writing a little bit, but that's Spider-Man. His life is full of failure.
They don't have to make him a complete bitch. Thank you, Zoran Zero. Did you guys hear about what Lucasfilms did to the Vader fan film? I can't believe they did that.
Oh yeah, they claimed they owned it all, and you know what's really cool about all that? Not that Lucasfilm is basically stealing the money out of the people who spent their hard-earned time and stuff doing all this, but that the guys who made it, they're going to make an episode 2, and they don't care if it gets claimed.
And he says, good job or good vibes to all but those asshats. Thank you so much for the donation. I didn't hear about that, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's bullshit, but good on them for continuing to do it, though, for the fans.
You have to be careful with that stuff. Good for them for making it, but there have been so many games and stuff where people have made their own fan versions and stuff. And you have to realize these guys, they have to claim that stuff. Legally, they have to. Because if they don't, they can lose their hold on their copyright.
Andy's on stream shouting at Tonka at the moment.
Are they really?
Yeah, Andy's he's on cam and he's screaming at him.
I can't. I'll have to watch it all later.
Back in a second.
Hey, Polly, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I didn't think that they were actually going to get on stream there together.
That's
Sorry it
awesome.
took me so long. I had to get all my cleaning stuff together here.
You mean your tissues and your sock?
No, I'm shooting in a competition tomorrow, and I just realized my 1911 is filthy as fuck. So
your Kleenex and your sock.
You can clean a gun with a Kleenex and a sock. It won't get very clean, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Functional said they gave him the okay on it though. Then they claimed it.
Yeah, they let him have it, and then they reneged on it.
Yeah. I
get what you're saying. It's just a shitty thing that they have to do.
It is. And yeah, if they the thing is, if they give prior commit or permission, then they really don't have to do the other part. Where if it was just made by the fans, then companies, to keep their copyrights and stuff, guys, they have to do that stuff, and it sucks. It really does.
Are you talking about Vader shards from the past? Oh man, I didn't even know that thing existed until I saw the Quarterings video today. Did you guys watch it though?
I didn't watch Jeremy's thing, but I watched the video itself. And oh my god, it was good.
It's so good, man. I was just like, I thought it was going to be a good story, but look corny. Like that's kind of what I was thinking, fan made. But I went into it and like, no, man, it looks great. The story was great. That 16 minutes was better than The Last Jedi.
Yeah, it was.
My Last Jedi was better than The Last Jedi.
Oh,
that movie sucks.
Yeah, it's not good. There isn't anything you can do right now to make that good. The Last Jedi just sucked too many plot holes for one, and I really want Rose to go away.
Thank you, Frosty Glass. I hate renegers. Yeah. I see what you did, but yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
It's reneg, by the way.
Yeah, it's not. Wow.
It happened.
I know. Chaos said that earlier tonight. She was like, "No, that's the wrong version of it, Eve. It's reneg. Don't. Let's be careful."
It's a regional thing.
I hear you. I hear it's a pecan thing. Is that what you're
exactly
saying?
Tomato, even though it's definitely tomato.
BG said anyone who watches you knows it takes you a while to get on. Yeah, it's not true, or it is true. I've got a problem with punctuality. Clear 1911, Polly. Oh, I get it. I can't do the British accent. If Bear was here, he'd yell it at me.
Polly.
Sake, Polly.
For fuck's sake, Polly.
I haven't.
Also, good morning, Polly. Fuck you,
morning,
Polly.
Bear.
You say good morning to me.
Good morning, Bear.
Fucking rude piece of shit.
How
are you, Polly?
I'm doing quite well. Prosper asked what kind of 1911 it is. It's a Kimber 1911, chambered in 45.
Are you threatening me?
He's vegan gainsing you. Look out!
Right? I totally forgot about that video.
I can't believe you're threatening me right now.
So
Alfie, come here and shout at Polly.
Oh no.
What do you mean? Say, Polly, don't threaten my dad, Polly. He's laughing.
I am not going to say that.
Why not?
Baby.
Say good morning, Polly.
Good morning, Polly.
Good morning, Alfie.
He said good morning. Polly, don't threaten me with a gun. That's not fair.
All
I've got is a fucking broom.
I'm not threatening you with a gun.
Do you have a license for that broom?
Yes, I've held it for 5 years. I've done a course. I have an NVQ level 2 in brooming.
So Bear, I got questions for you, man.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So the big vote happened. What are your thoughts?
Oh God. Real quick before we get to that, we need to take a commercial timeout. Sorry, I got to pay the bills.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ranting Monkey is brought to you by the Ranting Monkey. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a $sign in the bottom of your chat box, or you can hit me over on the Streamlabs. I love you guys. Go ahead. What were you guys saying?
People should also like the stream, Monkey.
Yeah, if you like it, like it.
They should also share the stream.
You should share the stream.
They should. And are you sure you want to talk about Brexit stuff right now?
I'm just curious what you think of. Okay, I'm confused on something. I was I didn't. Is Theresa May, after the last no confidence vote, not good for a year before the next one? How can Corbyn table another no confidence vote immediately?
Okay, so the vote of no confidence in Theresa May was from her party, and because she succeeded through that, she is now immune to one for another 12 months. But there's a different type of vote of no confidence. The vote of confidence was called by the Conservative Party, not by other parties, right? So what Jeremy Corbyn did was call a vote of no confidence in the government, not in Theresa May specifically. And that will be debated today after our Prime Minister's questions. If that goes through, the government then has 14 days to establish a new government. If that doesn't happen, there will be a snap general election.
Got it. All right, I understand.
Okay. I went over to what's his name? I forget his name.
Nick Rakita from Rakita Law.
Rakita's chat for just his channel for just a moment. And I had to turn it back off because holy fuck.
Screaming?
Yeah, they are screaming at each other at the top of their lungs.
Jesus.
And let's see. Scrappy says Tonka's unraveling. He's got nothing to fall back on. He's got literally nothing to fall back on.
There were some moments where I was sorry, Monkey, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say there were a number of moments where I was listening earlier, and we all know what it's like, and I think we've all actually even been there when someone's asking uncomfortable questions that we don't have good answers to, and you start talking fast and you start getting vague, and he just had the sound of somebody with nothing to say and no position to fall back on. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I don't know what you did or what you didn't do consciously, but it sounds like you're guilty as fuck of trying to get away with something. You know,
here's the thing. The original plan from Andy was let's just have a fight. You and me, find a place, we'll do it. And if it wasn't for that, then everything else, okay, if it was originally scheduled as an MMA fight without that, the offer of, hey, we can fight each other.
Right.
Then you go, okay, you know what? It fell through. We'll just go fight. But now making that, we're gonna just go fight it. You can't make that when you've already turned that down because you were being too much of a bitch to have a street fight. You don't have that to fall back on because you already turned it down. You can't pretend that that's how you fuck off, dude. You got nothing. All you should do is go, you know what? I didn't want to do it. I bitched out. The end. That's literally all he can say. T Sparkle wants to sign another contract with Andy, and now they want a street fight. Yeah.
What have you ever seen Rocky 5?
5, yeah, I know. Yeah, about Tommy Morrison. The fight at the end.
Yeah, like it's just like, they don't. It's not like a commission match, blah blah blah, and they just end up fighting it out in the street at the end, and it's like, what is this, Rocky 5? This is just
who the fuck gets into an internet fight like this? Fight me in real life, and then it turns into a fucking a sanctioned match. What the fuck?
I mean, it took a turn that I didn't see coming.
Sorry, guys. We just had to talk about that again for a minute because holy shit, it's
yeah, they're going at each other right now quite aggressively.
Yeah, I missed a couple questions that Reason Vision asked, and then he said. He asked me a few things. For example, the quartering video that I talked about, which one was it? The quartering had a video today that Disney's, what was it called, Dex? Disney steals YouTubers' money?
Yeah, I think that's what it's titled as.
Yeah, like if you look for that Vision, you'll see it. And yeah, Jeremy stands up for him and stands up for what's obviously right. Like and if you go watch the guy's video where he's talking about it, he makes his little fan-made Star Wars short called Vader Shards of the Past. And it's so good, and he contacted Lucasfilm and apparently got permission to do it as long as he didn't crowdfund and he didn't monetize. So he doesn't do that. Spends like $100,000 putting the fucking thing together. Looks awesome. Story's great. I watched it. It was fantastic. Puts it up, and Disney, the parent company of Lucasfilm, strikes it and monetizes it for copyright violation. And it's
so stupid.
Yeah. What did you read the comments, Dax?
Little
bit. The video?
It's all super funny.
Oh man, that the one part in whatchamacallit, Force Awakens, where Kylo Ren stops the laser shot in midair And it's like Kylo Ren, coolest thing I've ever done. Stopped a laser shot midair. Vader, hold my blue milk. Because he stops a whole. For those of you who haven't seen it, you got to go watch it. Vader, Shards of the Past. Watch it with ad block on. Fuck Disney.
Yeah,
Monkey, I have to go get the kids ready.
All right, dude. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Will you be up in 2 hours to come on Breakfast with Bear?
Probably not. When this is done, I'm going to try to go get sleep because Little Butt's coming over tomorrow.
Right.
that is true.
All right, have yourselves a lovely stream, and I will see you guys later on Breakfast with Bear at in 2 hours and 10 minutes time.
Bear, best of hopes you don't end up under Jeremy Corbyn. That's all I'm saying. Best of luck, man.
My greatest fears will be realized, Polly.
Thank you, Snubbirth. LOL.
See you guys later.
See you later, bud. Andy is reaming Tonka. He's saying, "Tell me lies." Nice. I will watch that. Unfortunately, I won't get to watch it probably until tomorrow night. But that's okay.
Oh yeah, because granddaughter's coming over. Fair enough.
Yep, I will be with Little Butt tomorrow. So
yeah. Ryan Walters asks, wouldn't that be a false claim since they gave him permission? It's one of those things when you're dealing with the companies as large as Lucasfilm and Disney. What are you going to do, right? Like they said they get.
Did he get permission?
He got permission from Lucasfilm, but it was Disney that monetized his video.
Yeah,
with like
Disney's
6.
with him. Lucasfilm was cool with it.
Yeah, so it's like
he had. This has been around for a while, then.
No, only a couple weeks. It's been out and it's already got 6.5 million views. That's how good it is.
Like a half a year or something like that to get this all ready to go. A lot of time wasted for Disney's fucking corporate shill bullshit.
Yeah, there's one comment there that's got like 4,000 likes. It's like, honestly, they stole his art. And I'm like, yep, that's what happened. That's a good call. They stole the guy's fucking art and then made money off of it when he couldn't and agreed not to.
Right.
Like, motherfuckers.
He complied with everything requested of him, wasn't making a dime off it, and they still took it from him.
And what was the basis, you might ask?
The video's still up?
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. It's on his channel. Star Wars Theory is the channel.
Money off of it.
So all they did was throw ads on it.
That's right. And all the money's going to them. They said, you can't make money off of it. And he said, fine. And then they copyright struck him and threw up ads on it. So it's like, hey, thanks for working really hard and producing something of interest that we are incapable of. Now we're going to make some money off of you busting your ass and spending $100,000 to put together this awesome 16-minute short.
Well, this way they can claim that they actually made a good Star Wars film.
Yeah.
Right? And what was the claim based on? The music. You played there's part of the Empire's March. That's played in. Yeah, the Imperial March. Yeah. Dun, 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 you know.
What else are you going to do? It's a Vader story if you don't have it. I mean, come on.
But he went and got and hired a composer to play it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So it's like that's.
But it was a cover, not monetized. So I don't understand how they have any claim whatsoever.
It's still their music. No, I understand the outrage. I do, but also looking at this from the looking at it like. If the claim was for the music and not the film itself, he didn't. If he didn't have permission for the music, that is a problem. Now that doesn't mean they had to monetize it, but their other option is to just pull it. So if I was them, what I would have done is been like, we're going to monetize it, but we're going to give you the money, because that would have been the nice thing to do.
Yeah,
because they have to claim it. They if he didn't have permission for the music, they have to claim it.
I am just gonna. There it is. The channel is Star Wars Theory. The video is Vader Shards of the Past. If you want to go look it up, and you absolutely should, because it's so good.
It's still worth a watch. Just again, watch with ad block and tell them to go fuck themselves.
Right. That's what I did. I was like, fuck that. Fuck you, Disney.
John Williams stole the music trope to begin with. If you insist on thinking about it that way. Did somebody sue him for it?
No, it's just John Williams often gets that criticism of not being like, if you listen to the Indiana Jones theme and the Star Wars theme and, it's replication over and over again.
It's called a style, though. I mean, if you listen to Hook, I don't necessarily think, oh, this is Star Wars music.
Zoran, thank you. They only did this because it had good feedback.
Probably.
Yeah.
Come on, there's tons of stuff running around that they don't touch.
Well, when it comes to music on YouTube, that shit gets flagged. Like, it is so easy for their content ID to match it. It's not like you can with video. You can often flip it around, slow it down, speed it up, something to alter it to where their content match ID is not going to grab it. With music,
it's funny. I have two different intros for comic book curation, which you can. Oh, hold on. Where's my link? God, I'm failing.
Oh, you're so bad at this now.
I know. I went on a trip. I came back and I'm losing it. That was like an unintentional segue. Here is the link, everybody. If you, I have two different intros that I've done to comic book curation, which you can find on my channel, and we have a stream tomorrow night. Yay, 10 p.m. ish Eastern. Where one of them uses Dirty Diana, Michael Jackson, and the other one uses Robbie Robertson, Somewhere Down the Crazy River. But I went into Vegas, and they're sampled would be the best way to say it. But that's clearly the bass melody underneath all of the kick drum rearrangement and so forth. And I've never gotten flagged. So I mean, there is a way that you can remix music to the point where you won't get struck.
Well, there's also people who don't even bother with it. Faithless and Functional say it was manually flagged. How do they know it was manually flagged?
It usually tells you.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a point of the video that it's like it wasn't algorithmic. That somebody saw it and went and I can see there being a big disconnect between whoever's running around doing the manual flagging. Is somebody at Disney that's responsible for their online legal copyright jazz, who has no idea who the hell Star Wars Theory talked to at Lucasfilm. Do you know what I mean? All their only job is to go around and strike people left, right, and center.
I don't know how it got flagged, but if it was flagged over music that they didn't have permission to use, that's a claim. It's a valid claim.
One quick thing, Stargazer asks, Streamlabs? Thank you for asking. No, I don't have a Streamlabs set up yet. It's all Monkey's fault. I blame him. I asked for his help. He told me no. He's a dick. Yeah.
You're an asshole.
Sounds legit.
Sounds legit, right? No, Monkey offered his help and I didn't avail myself of it yet. I'm a lazy man. I'm leisure oriented.
Unhelpful.
Yeah, no. Monkey generously offered to help, and I didn't avail myself of the help yet because I just haven't gotten around to it. But I will be.
Serenity says, I'm not into this YouTube drama stuff, but damn, this is hilarious. Isn't it, though? That's why I fucking love it. It's funny to me.
I have to admit, I do hate petty internet drama in a big way, but
it's funny.
Okay, we were talking about this on Discord while we were listening to your stream at the same time and bouncing back and forth to Rakita Law and stuff. I said, Monkey, okay, everybody likes drama. I agree. But isn't there a point where petty drama just becomes stupid? And you said, yeah, but I had to congratulate you because it was a great line. Yeah, but this is two YouTubers who got into a disagreement and they've scheduled a commissioned fight. That's stupid and that's awesome.
Exactly, it is.
I'm not gonna it's interesting. I think we've discovered or identified they're stupid and it's boring, and then it gets stupider and stupider and stupider, and all of a sudden the interest re-rises at a certain point of continued stupidity.
Well, let's go back to when me and Tonka had our first fight. I called him a drama whore on Twitter. I didn't tag him or anything. Somebody said something about him, and I just Tonka's a drama whore. And Geek Thulu, who apparently just runs through Twitter looking up the people who, because he's a dick writer as well, just sits all day typing in the names of people that he sucks, and when he finds their name, he runs and tells them. So he runs and tells dipshit that I called him a drama whore, and he actually said, "Bring him to me." He actually fucking said that. Bring him to me. Like, bitch, I'm not even home. I was tweeting from my phone on the way back from my doctor. No, actually, I think I was on my way to my doctor because it was several hours later before I could get on. And so I get home like, all right, what channel do you want to do it on? And he's like, my channel, of course. I'm like, of course. And we just get into this dumb ass screaming match for like an hour and a half. scream at each other
ho.
over nothing. Over nothing.
Yeah.
And it was after that, like, all right, I'm done. I mean, I called him a little bitch that night, and then it was done. Unless something popped up with him that made it part of internet fucketry time. But what was it? Used to be YouTube fucketry.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I was done. I didn't care. I can't imagine escalating it to the point where it's like, we need to sign contracts to beat each other up.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Has this fucketry gone? Has the IBS fucketry ended up going stupider than anywhere the Skeptosphere fuckery ever went?
Oh, by far.
Interesting. No, I agree.
By far.
Well done. Well done, people.
You have two grown men who got into an argument on the internet and they signed a contract to beat each other up.
Yeah, you never saw like Armored Skeptic and what's his name there? The guy with the hat and the pen on his shirt. What's his name?
The guy with the hat and pen on his shirt.
Wet Lips. What's his name?
Steve Shives.
Steve Shives. There's
Say Wet Lips. I know who you're talking about. I call him Butthole Lips.
Butthole Lips. Okay.
Oh, Butthole Lips. Man, his lips are so weirdly wet.
Well, I don't know. I was just, haven't you noticed the pen on the shirt thing, right?
I haven't.
He has a ballpoint pen and has since his first days on YouTube. He's got tucked into the pocket clip is like showing on the top. He's got a pen in the collar of his t-shirt for some reason. Every single video. Why? Huh. No one knows.
Yeah, I never saw that the I guess maybe if you go back to the early Gamergate days, back when you had some of the doxing and stuff that went on, and maybe then.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Doxing is the gayest shit of all.
It is.
Yeah.
You said something mean. I'm going to hurt you in real life. What do you see? Isn't this just a metaphor for that? I mean, I'm going to hurt you in real life. That's what doxing is. This is taking it a step further. It's like, not only am I going to get to know who you are, I'm going to be the one to cause you physical pain. I'm literal
that personal touch.
Pain. Yeah. Scrappy says doxing is fucking dangerous. It can be, absolutely. Most of the time, it's just silly stupidness. Me and Lady Monkey have already discussed this because with my mouth, doxing is somebody's already tried to dox me. Thankfully, they got the wrong person. I feel bad for Frank in New York. And the funny part is, when he did this, I'd already many times mentioned where I live, at least the state. But yeah, he this guy who tried to dox me, he gave the name of a dentist in New York. Like, I'm not a fucking dentist.
What did you think? Well, swatting is dangerous, Mr. Dax says. Yeah, that's true. That is like probably
swatting is.
That's probably about the furthest extent of it, like furthest it can go.
But again, it's also overhyped. I'm not trying to minimize it, because we did have, I mean, the wrong guy recently shot over this.
Yeah. But
it doesn't happen very often.
What is it you're saying is overhyped? Doxing itself?
Doxing and swatting.
Oh, okay. Swatting is overhyped. I get you.
Both of them. It's almost like the children can't play outside because of the vans that come around and steal kids. I mean, that happens so infrequently, but when it does happen, it's so scary that everybody's like, we can't let that happen to me. We gotta put our kids inside.
Doxing to me is gotta be okay. So you get a situation going on like happens with Renfamus, who's a big anti-comic skate person on Twitter. She spent 14 hours a day, this person doing this, and she openly asks for comic skaters docs from professionals. Send it to me. We're in the trenches, she says. Send me the information. We'll make use of it. Oh, gotta.
Thank you, Jacob Jet. It's a shit thing to do, but the results vary. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at. I'm not excusing it at all.
The results do vary. That's a good point, Jacob. Like my point is that she asked for docs. Somebody doxes her up on Kiwi Farms, and oh my god, that was her leave to be the biggest bitch she could be. Because it's like, I've been doxed, I'm doxing everybody now. And it's like, you were trying to do it to begin with, but now she's got that sort of righteous indignation over it. So it's like she doubled and tripled down and like went after that umbrella guy with a gusto that you wouldn't believe. An umbrella guy got doxed and people called him at work and said, can you imagine having to go into your work and explain to your bosses that's like, so we understand you're part of an online hate group?
Well,
then like, Jesus Christ.
There's definitely some bad shit that can happen. And before I got lost on my tangent there, me and Lady Monkey have sat down and talked about this. Like, look, if I ever get doxxed, I mean, it's not the most horrible thing in the world. It's not like they can call my boss and get me fired because they'd have to call Susan Wojcicki.
Right.
And if they're going that far, they're going to try to get my channel down anyway. So if my name and residence ever got out there, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But it does amuse me that, people who worry about getting doxxed will go to like VidCon. Like,
good call.
Dude.
Yeah, right. Serenity Lotus says, Keem just invaded Rakita Law's stream by Andy giving him the link.
Oh, shit.
Like, good job, Andy. I mean, Rakita's like
dick move unless you had permission.
But you heard like the way that Nick Rakita before, he's like, I don't really want to bring people on. He doesn't do that whole, he doesn't do IBS, furthest thing from it. You know what I mean? So
Jacqueline says Monkey needs to move someplace with better internet anyway. Yeah. What if they went after Lady Monkey's job? Typically you can't get somebody's spouse fired. I don't do anything on here that's in any way related to her job.
Like I can't comment to that effect, but I would hate to see people in my life suffering because of some shit that, like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, the ist and the phobe labels don't wash off. You know what I mean?
Well, there's actually something that would be freeing about getting doxxed in my situation. There's just things you can't do when you're anonymous, but I'm anonymous exactly for what you just said. I don't want my behavior to hurt people around me.
Yeah.
So, but it's one of those things, again, I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'm not real worried, but it is it's actually, it's something that could happen. I piss off a lot of people.
No.
Did I ask, or did I get lost on a tangent? You said the person who tried to dox you, do you know what it was specifically, or was part of a community you had pissed off?
I don't know. I don't know how I picked this guy up.
Okay.
He just started threatening it for a while, and I was like, do it, pussy. And he goes, I'm going to do it. I'm like, do it. I don't, fuck you. What I won't do is be fucking blackmailed. Suck my dick. And he really didn't like that answer. So yeah, he actually doxed me, I'm using the air quotes, on 2 of my videos, one of Bear's videos, I think it was one of SDA's videos. And this is a dude, so I look into this. He's been doxing people for years.
Really?
With the same name. Proudly doing it on YouTube. Not anymore. But he somehow lost that account.
That was very opaque, Monkey. Well done. That was.
I've heard rumors. No, but seriously,
did you see what Ryan Walters wrote?
He'd been doxing people for, I think it's like 5 years. It goes back to his earliest dox, and he got it right on a lot of people.
Jesus.
I'm like, how in the fuck is this dude even still on YouTube? It's the same goddamn account. He didn't even have to switch names. Yeah, I don't know what I did to him. Fuck that guy.
Lady Monkey, we've been recently informed that you abuse your spouse for money on the internet. Are you? Because like I mean, that's Ryan Walters' line. That's funny as fuck. Like that would be great because we understand that you're involved in a pay for BDSM live stream.
Yeah, but see, that's another thing. I mean, you'd have to prove that she did it. I mean, yeah. Ranting Monkey would stick out like a sore thumb at VidCon. How many monkeys would be getting around in a wheelchair? Look, I don't use a wheelchair. I probably should, but I don't. Yeah, I do want to go to VidCon. See, that's another thing with the doxing thing. That's where I first really started thinking about, what happens if my real name and stuff gets out there, my face gets out there, people know who I am. He's like, I want to go to VidCon, and it's like, well, if I go, I mean, it's pretty much doxing yourself, and they might. I could probably go to VidCon and get away with people never seeing my real name, but I mean, my voice is kind of noticeable, especially if I went with people like SDA, who uses her face, and they see me standing around her, and they hear my voice. It's like, you're a monkey, I mean, it would be, the kind of thing that you couldn't just keep hidden unless I stayed to myself the whole time.
You could always strangle her ahead of time so she has that creaky voice.
SDA, can I strangle you before I draw a dick on your face? Just talking a high falsetto. No, see, I'm really not worried about it because when I first got on YouTube, there was still a chance, hey, they'll get this fixed and one day I'll go back to work. So that was really a big thing, my got to separate myself from that. But now it's like, fuck, I don't have a job. I'm never going to have a job. Try to get me fired.
Yeah. Whereas Dax has hopes for a career,
Minor hopes.
Jesus, all right then.
They die a little every day.
Mr. Dax says, just take a helium tank with you. Yeah, pretend it's my oxygen tank. Hi, people. No, if I ever went to VidCon, I wouldn't even try to hide it. I mean, what would be the point at that point?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Back in a second here.
Yeah, sure. Serenity Lotus from dumpster fire to toxic waste dump. Oh, is it getting worse over there?
Dumpster fire.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that. I from the what Nick, the host over there, had said, I didn't think he was going to bring anybody on. I'm glad he did, because that'll make for a lot of fun. VidCon is just YouTuber masturbation anyway. Kind of, it is. It depends on what you go to VidCon for. They actually do have some nice marketing seminars and stuff, but you have to pay a lot of money for those. That's up on the upper tiers of the convention.
Yeah, we'll teach you how to be better at your job, even though this is a place where we're all talking about the job.
Well, the interesting thing about that wouldn't necessarily even be the seminar itself, but the what's the word I'm looking for? Interaction.
Networking.
Networking. Thank you. You came back at just the right time. Yeah, it would be the networking to get up at that level and talk to them. If all you're interested in doing is going there and hang out with friends, I mean, that's a valid way to go too. But my only hope for a career would be blacksmithing, dox me and come to me while I work. Doing that could be a big mistake. Yeah. Are you actually? There still are blacksmiths. Are you trying to become a blacksmith? I've never met somebody who was. Monkey could just cosplay as Darth Vader and watch Disney claim all the videos he shows up in. Well played, sir. Yeah. Oh God. You missed it. We did the whole Manly show, and who was it? Jenna thought I was like really upset. Did I come off as really upset?
Yes.
A little.
You came off. Well, no, I was joking in chat. You came off as black-pilled by Gillette.
Well, my real question is: did I sound any different than I ran about when I ran about anything else?
Are you asking my opinion?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sounded a little bit more perturbed, not without cause. not without cause. But yeah, you sounded a little bit more perturbed than average. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll have to go back and listen because I didn't feel anymore. It is a big topic to me. It really is because I really do think it's an incredible problem in society.
I thought the most interesting point made on that stream is when you said Goot was making a point, and he's kind of not wrong, where he said, I don't know, words to the effect of, who cares? It's just a bunch of people, like they were just trying some advertising, whatever. And then you said, yeah, but these are the people who are controlling the information airwaves. They're the ones who are able to control the message that's getting out there. And it's, I hear you. I hear you.
It turned out yesterday, all of the conversation I saw around that ad was actually negative towards the ad. Today, when I logged on, I saw a whole bunch of pushback against that.
Yeah, well, they called up their media assets, but they meaning like all the people that would be interested. It's like, you got to do a story on this because a bunch of alt-right angry white men downvoted this video because they hate women. You know what I mean? And then New York Times got involved, and everybody got.
The Krasensteins got involved.
No shit. No shit. The two most soy-based motherfuckers on Twitter got involved about manliness, huh?
Yeah. What the fuck do you know about being a man, you little bitch?
That was the best part. Well, one of the best parts of John Warren's video, where he's like, I noticed that they both have wedding rings, and I refuse to speculate on that.
Yes. James Colley says, from my perspective, Ranting Monkey spoke passionately. Yes. I know sometimes I don't hear myself the way you guys hear me. So like when Jenna was asking if I was okay, I was like, I don't understand, because she specifically asked if I was okay about the Gillette ad. And like, what are you talking about? Because to me, it was just me bitching like I normally bitch, but okay.
I think James Colley's right. Is like, you sounded more passionate than usual. And like, yeah, usually you're monkey with levity, and even in your fuck off, there's still some levity to it, right? But yes, right. I don't know. That conversation was like, you could tell it was like something that had actually gotten you. Nothing wrong with that. That's what bugs me when people say, "What, you mad, bro?" Yeah, sometimes. I am. Like, what do you mean? You think you got me because you pointed out I'm angry? You couldn't tell earlier,
Did you see Phil DeFranco's tweet about this?
You mean his dirty centrist opinion?
You know what? It came up on the on my recommends, but I unsubbed from Phil the Shill a little while ago, and I'm like, I don't want to hear him, what he has to say. Like, well, I think that, like you said, Dax, like I assumed it was going to be middle of the road. Was it, Monkey?
I wouldn't even necessarily call this middle of the road. I mean, this is definitely trying to pull off onto the side of the road. He says, I just watched watched the Gillette ad. I get that it can be seen as preachy or wokeonomics. There's your centrist stuff.
Right.
But it feels weird that so many people are seeing it as an attack on men. That's him trying to pull off to the side. And then he says, I'm looking at the replies, and some people are like, I have men in my family who served in the war. Holy escalation. Yeah, you don't understand what that means, Phil, why they would be upset at the notion that they're bad men.
They are attempting to argue that the notion of Western manliness and manhood needs to be completely restructured, and you sell sharp metal.
Yeah. Well, not anymore. They've replaced the blades with silk. So you don't hurt yourself. They don't want you to have any of those manly scars.
Jeez, like it's just so. It made as little sense as Pepsi with the whole Kylie Jenner ad. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck do you guys have to do with police protests and so on and so forth? You're carbonated sugar water. I don't understand.
Let me just in a second. But first, your boy Pat says a lot of guys are mad because we're sick and tired of these uppity companies demonizing us and telling us we're toxic. Indeed. Mm-hmm. with the Pepsi ad, I can at least get where they were going because there's the old Coke ad. I'd like to buy the world of Coke.
Well, Coke, good call. Yeah.
So I can see what they were going for there, but they just blew it spectacularly.
And this is the thing. My take on it is that it's advertising people that think they got the finger on the pulse and they're trying to appeal to millennials. So they talk about toxic masculinity because, well, this is what's really hot right now. I think it was an advertising fuck up and you guys are morons. But what bugs me is they're not wrong that this is what's in the air right now.
They're not. And that was my point yesterday. And this is what's bugging me about I'm using air quotes again, skeptic community. When they all broke up, it was like, it's dead. And then that moved from it's dead to this new idea that the only place this exists, the only place is in colleges. As soon as the kids come out of college, this shit goes right away out of their heads.
Right. As soon as they get a real job, they're going to find out what's going on. No, they'll transfer that shit over there. Like
it's not just that. I mean, you can hear it in the fucking halls of Congress.
Yeah. Well,
Good. Is it over? Real quick, Good, is it over?
I highly doubt it.
Okay, he's kind of here. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say, Polly?
That. Hold on, we were talking about.
I said, is it you can hear it in the
Congress?
Yeah.
You can, and the thing that bugs me about it is that it's when somebody is like, well, that's just sexist. You're an hysterophobe. It is nothing more than a social power grab. It's about power. That's it. That's all it is. And the reaction to it is exactly what they, meaning the people that are using ists and phobes and throwing them at people, are what they want. Like, Monkey, you're a straight white male, right? So somebody says to you, you're a racist. A lot of people, the straight response in your position would be, no, I'm not a racist. No, what? I'm sorry. What did I say? Like, because being a racist is a bad thing. It's a socially undesirable thing to be. And they know that, so they hurl it at you. And it's like, there is no great response to that. I've heard people say that again and again, where they're like, what you need to do is tell them to fuck off. What you need to do is say, no, fuck you, you're the racist. No, there are no magic words to say in response to that, because you can't make them label them as something socially undesirable as they just labeled you. It doesn't work like that.
Goot, are you here?
Holy fucking shit, dude. I just witnessed a murder. It was a fucking murder.
Is it over?
Oh my God. It is just now winding down. I've never seen someone get so annihilated. Like, I started to feel bad.
I'm assuming you're talking about Tonka got annihilated?
Oh man. It was I don't even know if I can sum all this up.
Well, try. I mean, that's what
holy shit. I'll try to
Our
give
drama reporters here to tell us what happened. What happened?
All right, so Tonka was on the show for a solid hour and a half. Andy was evidently messaging that Nick guy asking to come on and confront Tonka. Okay.
Right.
He had asked Tonka 3 times. On the third time, he's like, listen, we have Andy right here. He's willing to hop in. Tonka's like, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. Blah, blah, blah. I want to fight him. I want to wreck his face. Blah, blah. So a minute goes by, and all of a sudden, Andy just fucking shows up into the fucking stream, right? He obviously
he just dropped him in?
He just dropped him in.
Damn, Nick. Damn, Nick.
Dude, it was okay. So that wasn't even the best part. Like, that just took it up to like a 8, right? It took it up to about an 8. Tonka and Andy, they started yelling at each other, throwing back the insults back and forth. Okay, Andy pops off. Keemstar hops on out of nowhere. Keemstar starts trashing him, right? Okay. Keemstar took it to a 9. Then that Zoom dude hopped on after Keemstar left and annihilated Tonka, basically doxed him on air.
Oh.
Yeah, like it was bad. And that Zoom dude, I don't know much about him. He was basically saying, like, we're going to make a documentary about you. We're coming to Alabama. Yeah. I'm knocking on your mom's door. And
whoa, shit.
Well, no, he's actually making a real documentary. He's planning to. He's got a GoFundMe to try to raise $8,000 to make a documentary. And he called the sheriff of the town where Tonka lives and asked him, he's like, am I allowed to knock on his door? And he goes, yep, as long as you're polite. He goes, but if they ask you to leave, you have to leave. So yeah, he's actually apparently going to make a real documentary.
Jesus.
I Dude, this was okay. Everybody knows Monday Matt and what happened to him.
Yeah.
I would gauge that in comparison to this as a 5.
Damn.
Dude, there's gonna be so many clips of this. Like, it is. If you love the dramas like I do, and I know you do,
You know I do.
you're gonna have your day packed tomorrow. You better clear your schedule.
I can't tomorrow. God damn it.
All right. Well,
Why'd they have to do this tonight? Why, you fuckers? Why tonight?
I was telling everybody in the chat, man, fucking have the 2 streams up at the same time because you missed a spectacular fucking show.
Well, I couldn't because I can't listen. I tuned in for just a couple seconds, and they were just screaming at each other. I'm really interested because I'm not Andy and him going at each other. I've seen that before. I want to see Keemstar because Keemstar, whether you guys know it or not, he is a really good debater when it comes to shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
He will set you up and just bitch slap you down.
Yeah, he always picks up on the nuances of what's going on.
One of the things that Tonka is really good at when it comes to this arguing, and I'm being mostly sarcastic here when I say good, is that he will just yell over somebody until they completely they get off point, and then it doesn't matter anymore. Keemstar doesn't let that shit happen. He's like, no, bitch, that's not what we're talking about.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that.
I've been on the internets now for about 20 some years, maybe since 21 years, 20 years. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
That bad.
God,
Huh?
I can't wait.
Oh, dude, I this puts anything Internet Blood Sports has ever done and makes it pale in fucking comparison.
How long was Keemstar on for?
Not long. 15
Really?
minutes.
Oof. So it was a rough 15.
Keem's a hit and run kind of guy. He gets in there, makes his point, and then he's done.
Well, the thing is, I thought the Andy hopping on out of nowhere would be the highlight. He was only on for 20 minutes, maybe. And then as soon as Andy got off, evidently they were passing the link around. Keemstar hopped on, and then that Zoom dude hopped on. And then when that Zoom dude got on, it got fucking real quick. And that Nick dude even started to back up, like, all right, guys, we got to fucking. He's like, guys. No. He didn't even do that. He was like, oh shit. Even though the super chats were flying, you could see in his face, he's like, I need to stop this now.
Right.
I have a law practice here, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, once the doc starts flying around, you have to.
Yeah,
that's not cool.
Absolutely. Christine Morse in the chat says Gutenberg is not doing it all justice. This was ugly. Yes, I cannot emphasize how fucking much of a bloodbath this was.
So like there's points where it's like actually not fun. Like you said, you actually felt bad for it, but got that bad.
It got to the point where I was like, oh my God, dude, Tonka just fucking lead the stream. Like I was thinking in my head, like I was shit posting in the chat, doing soy for the Goy guys, my usual go-to. But it got to the point where people calling for Jim. Jim never hopped on. But when Zoom hopped on, that's when it got fucking real. Where I was like, oh my God, Tonka, leave, dude. It's like watching your drunk friend at the bar get punched like 5 times, but he keeps trying to get up to fight more.
Just stay down. Just stay down,
dude. Throw the damn down. Right?
AIU forgot to change his account and was sending himself messages about how awesome his channel was and to keep it up. Nice.
Oh, no way.
that sounds about right.
Yeah, I've encountered many people who have done that. Reason Vision in the chat. So what are we talking about? What do I search for? Go to Rakita Wall.
Yeah, I have the link to the stream right here. Hang on, let me get it for you.
And hopefully, hopefully he has it set up so you can actually rewind while he's live, because I believe now he has like 1,000 super chats to read, so he's still going. He literally has 1,000 super chats to read.
I went over there. I moved the video back to about where Andy comes on and just paused it so I can.
Oh yeah,
I'll watch a little bit before I go to sleep.
Not too long either. It'd be about an hour. When Andy hops on, that's when you want to start watching, because it's only about an hour.
Fuck, poor Nick, man. He's got his great little law channel over there. Like I've been watching it for like 3 months because he's all into the comic skate stuff, right?
Right.
Well, this probably is gonna put I subbed to him.
His channel's great because he's like law-splaining the interwebs is what he calls his show, and he's cool. He's funny as fuck.
He seems like a down-to-earth guy.
Yeah, he is. He drinks through every one of his streams, so he steadily gets like sloppier and sloppier. It's awesome. He's a great guy. Like, to watch. I don't know.
I wonder if he knew what he was getting into tonight.
No.
Yes, he had to.
He might have had a sense of it. You think he knew that was coming though, from what you just described?
Not that, but he's been on the kill stream, so he has an idea of what goes on.
Right.
Yeah, but he wasn't. He was only expecting to interview Tonka.
Well, he dropped Andy into the hangout.
That's some funny shit.
And two people that literally talk shit about each other for 2 months. He knew it was going to happen.
Well, at that point, sure. But if he's been drinking the whole stream,
yeah, it's
that's 3.5 hours. 3 hours into drinking, like fuck it, let's bring this guy in.
I'll give him credit though. He drinks straight hard liquor straight up, and that guy can handle his booze, man. Like he gets a little sloppy, but he's never he can handle it.
He never
I'll fight you in real life.
He never does that.
Oh man. But he was the perfect conduit to get all these people together because he's a nice guy. He's obviously very trustworthy. He's a fucking lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Everybody would seemingly from the outside would trust the fucking guy. He was able to make this happen, and for that I praise this man. Go subscribe to him today, right now.
Yeah, Rakita Law is a really entertaining channel.
If someone can actually, I will drop the link in the chat here in 1 second. Let me pull it up. He's still going right now, reading super chat. So if you want to hop on that stream and then back it up and pause it, so when this one ends, you can start that one up. You'll know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's going to keep the stream up. That's the only thing that I'm worried about.
If he had this, Talk is still on there talking, dude. Tap out. What
is he still?
Yeah,
he's such a dumbass.
I see his little fucking Google Hangout thing moving. He's still on there.
Bitch, stay down.
Dude, tap out, man.
You've got your ass beat a lot of times in these things, even though you claim that you've never lost. It's never been so bad that the whole internet's like, he got his ass whooped.
Right.
Just stay down.
Guys, I dropped the direct link to the video in the chat. You might want to click on it and back it up and pause it, because even if he deletes it right after, you can still watch it. Because
that's why I did it the way I did.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good call.
It'll be loaded. Yeah, good call me. But I'm sure there'll be clips of it. I guarantee many of people had their OBS running, so there's gonna be a lot of these clips.
Well, there's number of
clips already.
Oh yeah,
there was a number of oopsie moments where Tonka was trying to show him his medical docs earlier on, or medical information early on that he had submitted on time, and his name slipped out, like Tonka doxed himself or Nick accidentally, whatever. So yeah, he might take it down on that basis, is what I'm saying. So yeah, get it started.
Here's the thing about that with the doxing and stuff, because you said by Zoom doxing him, I guess you mean saying his real name and the county he lives in.
Shouted his address.
Ooh.
Yeah, like I said, it got bad. It got real bad.
Well, Tonka's been running around talking about, people using his name. They're doxing him. Like, motherfucker, you were about to go into a public fight. Public.
And that was, so what was the thing? Was that part of the NDA? Because they were on the card as Tonka and Andy, right? And so like part of the NDA was their actual names?
No, that wouldn't be part of the NDA, because it still with the state athletic commission, it would be his real name.
Yeah, it had to be the real names on the contract, but these are just their showman names, right? Like
they're just not allowed to talk about the conditions of the contract.
Right. Like back in the day, Hulk Hogan wouldn't sign contracts. Hulk Hogan, he'd sign it, whatever. What is it?
Terry something.
Ellie or Big Ellie or some shit like that.
I would never dabble in IBS personally. Must be a matter of age.
Well, me and Prospero were just talking there. She said, as a lawyer, meaning Nick Ricchetti, kind of like whored himself out a little bit. I kind of lost a little respect. I'm the YouTube lawyer. I got more respect for at this point. And I said, I don't know, I think that's a little harsh. And then she said, well, kind of like he's dabbling in IBS, so I wouldn't fuck with it at all. Nick is interested in this stuff. Like I say, Nick, like he's my friend, Mr. Rikita. You know, he dabbles in this stuff, but he's always a lawyer about it. I think I'm really interested to see how he handles it. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Goot is just seeing what Rikita's doing while this is all happening.
Right. Now, Prospero, it wasn't like he brought Keemstar and Zoom in. What initially happened was he brought Tonk on to talk about the contract and what actually fell through for this fight not to actually happen. And then it led on to what we have Andy. Let's hear Andy's story. And he asked Tonka that the first time. Tonka said, no, I don't want to talk to the guy. All right, about 30 minutes later, Nick was like, hey, Andy's still here. Why don't we talk to him? So he tried to bring two people together, kind of like a lawyer would, to have a discussion about a contract or something.
Right.
And so he brought Andy on, and he had to have known they were going to yell at each other a little bit, which was fine. The only problem was the Hangout link got dropped to other people.
Like he had done it before where he brought on a couple of comic skaters that were beefing, and two on one side, two on the other, Ethan Van Sciver and Mike Malin, I think it was. And they went back and forth, and yeah, it got hot. Like, you fucking asshole, shut the fuck up. And Nick's like, hey, guys. And he was able to keep it calm. Like they were all still, they got angry, but they were still gentlemen. Apparently, there was no gentleman in Nick Rikita's stream tonight. You know?
Right.
But real quick, hang on. Oki says, who is Zoom? I wasn't clear on that part. Zoom is a guy who's been around for a little while, and he shows up on different people's streams at different times, and he's worked with Tonka before, and he's recently been hanging out, I think on the Kill stream is where I've seen him the most. It's either the Kill stream or over on Andy's place. I can't remember. He's not one of the main players in this, but he has a real big boner for Tonka. Real quick, I want to read this Mr. Anti-Bully tweet. That's Mediker's really good friend who tweets for him. It says, I think if the stream has proven anything, it's when a lawyer says he wants to have a friendly conversation. Fucking run.
Now, Prospero, this is why you are a woman and not a man, because you don't understand this shit. The fuck out of here. All right, just kick all the women's out of the fucking chat here. This is a men only fucking discussion.
Oh, yesterday was a men only discussion. You're gonna get in trouble.
But the women are in here fucking ruin it. I don't understand it. This is a problem. It's toxic. Shut up.
No. Prospero didn't say it was toxic. She just said a guy wants to remain credible as a lawyer and is doing this shit. It kind of hurts his credibility. That's all she said.
If she were 40 years younger, she would use the word toxic. To be honest.
Prospero, when you beat his ass in the octagon, I'm going to be in your corner.
I don't know. I've heard Prospero lay out her chops at me. She can deal it pretty good. She's no old biddy.
I'm just waiting for the super fight. Since this one fell through, I'm going to need a backup.
Right.
So who's it you're dying to see? Who is that? Who do you want to see?
I'll see Gutenberg and Prospero.
That'd be great.
Nice. Yeah.
No,
I'd pay for that.
Really? How much super chat money are we talking here? I'm down. Fuck it. I'll beat a bitch up. I don't give a fuck.
Oh man, I'm so happy this is happening. I'm just so sad I can't watch it live.
I feel bad for the people that have paid to go see it. Like I'm glad.
I do too.
Like Chaos Eve is like, she's like, I'm still going, but the thing she was looking forward to the most was hanging out with people and shit. Like running up with Poison in the Well and SDA and so forth. And I'm like, okay, so she gets to do that and she is still going. But Rikita's flying in from fucking Minnesota, man. He got babysitters for his 5 children and the whole 9 yards. And it's like, fucking hell, Tonka.
Well, to be fair, he did call it a mini vacation, which is how I think a lot of people are viewing this. That's how I initially viewed it when I was making plans to go down. Like, I don't really care so much. The fight was more of an afterthought.
You got like other plans, or we're making other plans down in the area kind of thing.
Yeah, like it's a weekend, go to Tennessee, go to Knoxville. I've never been to Knoxville. It'll be like a mini vacation. And also this side thing is happening at the time.
Right.
But see, I don't think that's what most people looked at it as. Most people were going specifically for this fight.
Sure.
Real quick, Random American says, so did anyone pay for the fight? Was there anyone else worth watching? This is a regional MMA circuit. Yeah. These guys, I don't know how often they fight, but there were several people on the card. The card was actually dual headlined with these 2 chicks who looked pretty badass, and It was weird because there was a picture for one of the guys on the other headlining card, but not for the other guy. But when Tonka and Andy did their kind of radio interview with Tim, the promoter of what's it called, Valor Fights, he asked Andy, like, are you nervous at all about fighting? Because, you know, there's going to be like a few thousand people there. I don't think all of those 1,000 people were coming to see Andy and Tonka.
No kidding. Yeah.
So there's other fights on the card. I mean, people who have tickets can go still watch a good night of MMA. They're just not going to get to see Tonka and Andy. And you know what? They're probably going to see better fights than they would have seen with Tonka and Andy, to be honest. Because you're talking about people who actually train and do this, you know, semi-professionally at least.
You know what caught me is odd that Tonka said?
What's that?
He cracked this joke like on Rikita's channel. He goes, "Oh, come on, the people that are coming down, whatever. You were going to see a drug addict fight a guy in a wheelchair." And I was like, like legit, dude, are you in a wheelchair? Like you can't get out of it? Like, or are you just like can walk across the room and that's it? Like, what the fuck's going on that you're signing up for fights that you're willing to describe yourself like that publicly? Like, what the fuck are you even signing up for?
No idea.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
It's moronic. Like the fuck, man. If you've injured yourself and you're in a wheelchair, stop challenging people to fucking fights, man. Shit.
Yeah, but like we alluded to earlier, man, a lot of people kind of are gonna meet up and have a good time. You know what I mean? And a lot of people going down to meet Ralph from Ralph Retort or Nick Rikita from the channel we were just talking about.
Right.
So it's not going to be lost. The ticket was what, $30 to get into the fight. Who gives a shit? People are flying in. You get a mini vacation out of it. What can you really be mad? I mean, honestly,
if I bought tickets for this and bought a hotel room for this, I'd be pissed off.
But
I would be pissed off.
But not if you got to go down and hang out with like SDA and meet maybe some of your subscribers. It might all be worth it in the end, right?
Well, there's difference between making, you know, life hands you lemons and you make some lemonade out of it. Doesn't mean you didn't, you know, you want them damn apples, like, you know. Right.
Sure, I got you. But it'd be the cherry on top at this point.
No, again, yeah, it would be great to go down and see him, but I wouldn't. If somebody set up a fan meetup there, and they go like SDA's there, and all the same people are going to be there, but no.
Yeah, but how many people would show up for that? You know. How many people would get excited about that? You think those Poisoning the Well guys would be there? Or do you think Ethan would have went to that? Or
exactly, that's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody's going down there just for the meetups. That like he just said, they want the apple, the lemonade they were able to make is kind of secondary. I would definitely be asking for my money back for the ticket.
Fuck yeah! Oh,
that for shop money.
I'd be demanding my money back. It's like,
but see, you probably can't get it because it probably says card subject to change.
Yeah.
Most of those events do.
Right.
So Dan, you're just fucked.
Yeah, Dan, what is your take on all this? You've been awfully quiet.
Quite frankly, I think Tonka's a fucking moron. Just plain simple. There's nothing here that points him in a good light, and he's not going to recover the way he thinks he's going to recover, and nothing's going to come of it other than him looking worse for the wear.
You're not wrong. He's never going to recover from it. I think he knows it too. He has to know it.
I don't think he does. I think he's
dude,
too stupid.
You can never recover from this.
I don't think he thinks he's in as bad a light as he says or as he is. What little I did hear of actually him and Andy talking, he's still trying to blame it on Andy.
Yeah.
And you'd have to be a moron to look at this and go, yeah, that's Andy's fault.
He's still reading super chats.
No shit.
Oh man, I like this Nick guy. I'd never heard of him up until today.
That's my favorite part of this whole thing. I hope that it brings some more notoriety to Nick Rikita because I don't know. He got involved in Comicsgate, like I said, and stood up for the Comicsgate side of it, and that's my thing. And Inquisitor and Jack and I are all big Comicsgate supporters, so that like he's a lawyer and involved and willing to spend time on his channel talking about it and so forth. Oh yeah,
right. I want to see how many subs he gained today. I'm kind of curious now. I'm gonna check his social blade out.
Like, what was he at? Like, he was at 19,000, and he was just shy of going to 20 or something like that. And he's going to do like a 20,000 sub special or something.
He's only at like 15 now.
15. Okay. So it was like he had a special right around the corner, and he was talking about some of the things that he might do when he gets to a certain number. And I was like, a nice round number. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to spike tonight, buddy.
Oh, okay. He gained about 231 subscribers today, but all this month he's been in the positive.
Just wait until tomorrow. Wait until tomorrow, and you'll see that. You'll probably see that go into the thousands.
In the last 13 days, he has 100,000 views. Not bad. Last 30 days, almost 1,000 subscribers. He's definitely on the upswing.
You know what's interesting is Prospero said notoriety for lawyers isn't a good look unless you are TLA. I'm not sure what that means.
Tasting lesbian ass.
Yeah, then you want that notoriety. You don't get hired by anyway. The thing is funny about that, Prospero, is that the guy that Nick Rakita was going up against on Twitter, Mark Zaid, who was Mark Wade's lawyer. Mark Wade's the guy who got himself involved, and he's a comic book pro who canceled out a contract that a comic skater had to have his graphic novel published. He called up the publishing house and said, do you know the kind of shitstorm of holy hell that I'm going to rain down on you online if you go ahead and publish this guy's comic book? Me and all my professional comic book friends. And so he gets sued for doing that, for tortious interference. Mark Zaid is the lawyer that Mark Wade hires. Yeah, Mark Wade hired a lawyer named Mark Zaid.
Keemstar's back on. Breaking news.
Trial Lawyers Association, Prospero says. Okay, what's funny about that is Mark Zaid sued fucking Iran as a nation. He is a major national security lawyer, and he thought nothing of Prospero being online and talking, oh, all these guys are racists and blah, blah, blah. He got down into the dirt of Comicsgate, a fucking national security lawyer who deals with international shit. So, yeah, I hear you. I remember your point, but
Oki sent me the screenshot of Atheism was unstoppable, complimenting himself and having the best YouTube channel.
Can I see it? Can I see it?
Yeah.
I want to see this.
Hang on.
I've never heard of anyone doing that. Goot said he had, but I've never wow.
I've heard of people doing it before. It's it doesn't happen too often, but yeah.
Right, breaking news. Jim is now in the chat of the Rakita Law channel, and Keemstar just hopped back on stream.
Oh, Jim's gonna be coming on.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna sleep at all tonight. God damn it.
People are calling for Jim, and you know Jim never lets the fans down.
Yeah, here it is. It's from Atheism is Unstoppable. It says, at Atheism is Unstoppable. You have the best channel on YouTube. Thanks for what you do. From his own goddamn account.
Jesus. Who does that? Who has that kind of time?
So he thought he was signing out into another, or just had forgot to sign into his little ghost account to write himself compliments?
Yep.
Jesus.
It takes a special kind of someone.
You know, I'm a pretty
That's pretty.
I'm an egotistical man. I would never make a fake account to compliment myself.
I don't have the time. But the breaking news is still ongoing. Evidently, Tonka is refusing to leave the stream.
What?
Is Rakita trying to shut it down?
He's still going through super chats. Now, I can only hear half of it because I'm trying to be engaged in the conversation that's happening on the Ranting Monkey channel. Oh. But people in Keemstar hopped on the stream and told Tonka to leave. Nick's busy. He's got to get up in the morning. People in the chat are calling for Tonka to leave. Like, it seems like he's the unwanted drunk guest at a house party at this point.
Well, he's definitely unwanted.
Real quick, apparently atheism is unstoppable. God, why can't I say that tonight? Atheism is Unstoppable does that all the time. He compliments himself on his own channel. All right.
That's hilarious.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just come out and say, I think I have, instead of doing it that's sad. So he won't let him shut down the stream. He won't just leave like a
You're not going to bed, monkey.
I see that.
Because I'm a guest. I'm a guest, and I said so.
I'm not 100% sure what's going on, but people are putting wheelchair emojis in the chat saying roll on out of the stream. I don't know. It's getting crazy. It's like pure pandemonium over here. People are still calling for Jim. It's getting nuts. Keemstar left. Keemstar is no longer there.
Oof.
Oof is right. Oof, if there was a definition of oof today, tonight, it's it.
Nick Rakita's going to open his eyes tomorrow morning and go, that was a dream. No, shit, that happened.
No, he's going to open his nice AdSense check here come the 21st and be like, oh, that happened. Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, I'm trying to find my place in the video again because I accidentally moved
If we know anything about lawyers, is they are a fan of the money. So
yeah, they like some money.
Who doesn't?
Anyway, guys, I've enjoyed this tonight, but I do need to wrap it up.
No.
You're not allowed to go to sleep.
That's right.
Well, y'all can hang out, but I'm leaving. Chat, thank you so much for the super chats tonight. I can't tell you how much I appreciate them. This is my job, and y'all pay me well. Thank you so much. And by well, I mean I eat a lot of ramen, and sometimes I put corn in it.
Corn.
You need to name something more expensive if you want people to actually give you money, Monkey.
Well, I'm honest. Oh, you know what?
I gotta have my foie gras. Yeah.
I eat hot dogs sometimes too.
Just deep throat them, just one swallow and they're gone.
No, I bite them and then I put ranch on them, which, by the way, looks horrible, but it still tastes good.
He imagines the ranch is something else.
That's a hell of a look, Monkey. Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
Grabbing a cold Frank out the fridge.
Yeah, they don't taste that good that way if you. Well, they're okay if you heat them up, but not. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining us. Dax, is there anything you'd like to shill tonight?
Breakfast and Bear in about, I don't know, an hour and some odd.
Who wants to watch that?
Goot, anything you want to shill tonight?
Oh, thanks for asking. Of course I do. I already had everything preloaded. My Discord is now in the chat if you'd like to hang out with me. Also, my Discord or my Twitter if you'd like to follow me there. You know, I'll ignore you if you join, but we can be friends in spirit.
Thank you, Black Worm. Have a good one, Monkey. Great stream, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy.
And not Dax. God damn it. Polly. Is there anything you'd like to show this evening?
Why, since you asked, there is. Over on my channel, link in the description. We do comic book curation live. The stream is actually tomorrow night at 10 p.m. We'll probably be starting a little bit later than that because Jack from Bad Comic Reviews is always late, that son of a bitch. And Inquisitor 8.1, and we talk about comic books and all the things around them, comic book movies and things like that. And Monkey, once again, thank you for letting me promote my shit on your channel. It's,
absolutely.
It's greatly appreciated.
Stop sucking Monkey's dick.
No, it's true because like we only did our 300 subscriber special like a little bit ago. We're about to break 400, and I know it's a small channel, but we're really happy about it. Like, yeah,
no, you should be. That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
guys, you can find me tonight on Lords of the Night over on my channel. So right here, 9 p.m. Eastern, something Pacific. Then we'll be over on 2 Cents Plus. Tonight is the open server. If you have 7 days to die, you can come play with us. And if not, you can just watch and listen to the fucketry as we try to make a community out of a bunch of rejects. And I'm calling myself one too. I'd like to thank Irate Bear, who's not here any longer. Make sure you check out Irate Bear and Irate Alex. Dax, Gutenberg, Polly, thank you guys so much for joining me. Everybody, we'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Later.
Have a good night, everyone.
Man, see you guys later.
Enos.